Ain't it been recorded? Bit right now in the recording. I know. Fuck a shooter, I'm my own shooter. All this ice, I'm my own jewel. 6 loggers and they all jewel. I'm the star, bitch, it's my move. Pinky ring, 250 on it. Guess it's safe to say, nigga, I spent your budget on it. Pinky ring, ran off on the floor twice. He steady calling, I ain't calling back. He said he dissed me on his last out. Guess nobody heard, cause nobody bought his last out. I got a Delta go to house. That little pussy got some power. Born broke, but I'ma die rich. Lonnie Ford, nigga counterfeit. I'm just vibing in the wrist cards. Got the stick, all the wrist cards. Counting the meal, right the wrist card. Water for me, baby, pull up at the wrist cards. I'm just vibing in the wrist cards. Got the stick, all the wrist cards. Counting the meal, right the wrist cards. Water for me, baby, pull up at the wrist cards. Everything gon' be brand new. Call her a mangler cause she ran through. Say she want me to take the rub off. Told her people here on ice water, bitch, knock it off. All the cribs came with elevators.
Damn. Here we go. Hello, folks. We are live.
I had diarrhea today. Hi.
Oh, nice.
Man, great way to start the day.
That's not how I started the day. That was like... Yeah, anyway.
Dope.
Hello, BIPCAST. Episode 5.
I'm happy.
New guests.
Jamal Squanto Lashin. Introduce yourselves. No one can get this right.
Yeah, but
Okay, the order is different on everyone's screens,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
the problem.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter. Just
difficult.
say it when no one's talking. I'm Hattie Jamal Squanto Lashin.
I'm
Cody
Ryan
Taylor.
Nee, founder of the BIP Brigade.
Of course we all speak at once.
Yep.
I am Cody Tabor.
And I'm Matt Butler.
Matt, is that short for something?
It's short for Matthias, otherwise known as Jew.
Oh,
But yeah, that's basically it.
nice. Well, you know, I think I know how to start us off after Ryan's little diarrhea story.
Oh boy.
Let's just say, how'd everyone's day go? Let's talk about that. I'll let one of the guests go first.
My day was pretty boring, to be honest. Just a normal day of school.
No diarrhea
I have to agree. Had some pretty awful Thai food after school too.
Yeah,
Damn.
I was with you.
That
not
was
bad.
pretty bad. It wasn't even spicy, dude. You said that was extra spicy.
Yeah, mine was the hottest they had. Spicy.
Yeah, I tried some of it because I didn't get any food. It was not spicy at all. It was just fucking terrible, man.
It was
Terrible.
Not a fan of Thai food.
I
Yeah.
like Thai.
Where'd
food.
you go, though?
It's called
it was-
Thai Express by Target.
Oh, no, bro. Go to Thai Basil.
Mm.
Where's Thai basil at though?
Like, Pinnacle Peak and something else.
This lighting is scuffed.
Somewhere, no?
I've been driving for over a year. I don't know what roads are.
Amen.
Who needs roads when you got style?
I use Google Maps still to get, like, everywhere.
Just
to make
school.
sure.
I don't know how to get to school.
No,
Same,
I don't know
not
where
for school.
school is.
The only places I
literally-
can go without Google Maps are, like, anything in a 1 or 2 mile radius to my house and school.
But
I can figure out how to get to school and work. That's it.
I mean, I kind of have to know the roads, seeing as I live in
freaking
fucking
Anthem.
Yeah.
Anthem.
Ooh,
But yeah,
like
you know.
ages.
I literally live in the past. You guys are like a year ahead of me. Yeah.
But how about you said your day was also boring, Matthew?
It was uneventful. Let's go with that.
Well, I'd love to hear Ryan's diarrhea tales.
Yeah,
It's, there's not no, it's not much of a tale. I'll tell you a tale though.
Damn.
Oh, a tail. Okay.
Yeah, I was in astronomy today.
Oh,
And,
astronomy.
We got to play with fire. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
we
nice.
did.
I heard
Did you
it.
set a bottle
that's-
cap on fire?
I didn't. Okay. So, I really, first of all, the sensation I felt when I lit a match was very powerful, and that's not good. But anyway,
Pyromaniac.
yeah, after I lit the candle. I poured the wax on my hand, like the liquid, and Miss Woj was like, "What are you doing? Why are you pouring hot wax on your hand?" I was just like, "Because if after about a minute, it feels like a shell."
Yeah.
And she didn't know how to respond, so she just like, how do you even respond to that? You can agree, that's for sure, but I don't think she ever did it. But I think everyone can agree it does feel like a shell.
Oh, I agree.
So is this Ryan Nee, future arsonist?
He's a pyromaniac.
No, he's a pyromaniac. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't have access to like fire tools.
Don't you
That's
have
not-
a fire
that's
gun
not
in
good.
your car?
A
fire
fire
gun?
gun.
Yeah,
A fire gun.
yeah, I do.
It's
But-
like burning paper or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about that.
My day. Let's see how Hattie's day went. Slept in.
That's nice.
That must be nice.
No, I was late.
You're still
Less
before
school.
me though.
Didn't want to go to Matuzak's class, so Enrique and I sat in the CCI. Almost fell asleep in anatomy. I was told it looks like I was sleeping, and it looked like I was high.
When does it not?
I don't know.
Okay. Dude, this story's gonna make me fall asleep. Holy Christ.
Dance class was a bore. I got fun after school. No, econ.
Oh,
econ.
I don't
Yep.
want to be in there.
Yep.
So I text Trevor. I'm like, hey, Mulligan's our sub. We're doing nothing. Send me a pass. As Matthew and Ryan know, my boy came through.
Yeah, you missed out on me raising hell.
Oh
I
my
was there
god, that
for
was so.
just a bit
What's
of
his
it.
name, Ryan?
Oh,
Mulligan?
Jimmer Fredette.
There we go. Jimmer Fredette, the madman.
No, Mulligan straight up called Jimmer Fredette a steaming pile of shit twice. All because he beat like Gonzaga 10 years ago. I was like, I was gonna start making fun of them.
Years ago, but
yeah, I was gonna start making fun of it, but I think he'd feel too personally attacked. I just kept saying dumb
He
stuff.
was getting heated.
Yeah, when I was talking
I got
about
pissed at him
Spain,
before I left.
when I was talking about Spain's national team being bad, he's like, "What basis do you have for that?" And I'm like, "The World Cup, they sucked." He's like, but Italy also sucked in the World Cup. Yeah, I'm talking about Spain though. You tried bringing up other countries. It doesn't matter. This isn't World Geo,
No, but-
bro. I'm talking about Spain.
But Ryan, every time you brought up Jimmer, his face like
Oh, he
actively
despises
turned
Jimmer.
more red. You
He
know?
despises Jimmer
Yeah.
almost as much as I despised him being our sub. The only thing that was fun about it was like the banter once he loosened up a bit and got.
I don't know. He was definitely in some mood when I was there. I just wanted to use my phone. He was like, "Cut the shit, Hattie." I'm like, "Fuck off." Give me my
He's
phone.
not allowed to say that.
Give me my phone. I don't really care.
It's kind of rude, you know.
He's like on my ass. Whatever. Anyways, after that, I went on an adventure with Doc Simpson. That was
What?
fun.
Oh boy.
She was looking for her gingerbread man from Shrek the Musical. She made it, and she wanted it back. But I think someone from Drama just straight up took it.
Yoink.
She's like, that was $60 to make, like all the materials.
And
What can I say? But then, after school, we're riding boards around school, right? Cody, Trevor, and I ride from the senior lot to junior lot. Matthew picks us up. Cody holds onto the trunk and rides back.
That is a move.
you know what's funny, Hattie?
Yeah,
I still got Trevor's longboard in my trunk.
I know. He was a dip and he left it in your car.
He literally he calls me as I'm turning onto Scottsdale to head north, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yo, my longboard's in your trunk." I'm like, "I'm not fucking turning around, you dumbass."
You can drive out to Anthem, sir. But
Because
Anthem
at that
is
point, you guys
north,
were
right?
Wait, what?
Is Anthem north or south?
It is
Super far north.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I thought. It's like on
It's
the
like-
way to Flagstaff or some shit.
Well, it's Anthem is just outside Phoenix city limits.
Ah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
would assume so because it's not Phoenix anymore.
No, I mean like that area of the I-17 where like all civilization just cuts off and it's just fucking desert. That's where I'm at.
Well, yeah, no, we were at Cassie's at that point. After the shitty Thai food, we went to Cassie's. Trevor has to go back to school with Cassie first, for whatever reason. So Cody,
Oh, I fucking
Erickson,
sped
and I
past
just-
him.
we're sitting in Cassie's driveway. Because she's not home yet, 'cause she's with Trevor. We're just riding the Bjords around, whatever. And then we start playing badminton, whatever. One thing leads to another. Cassie's like, Hattie, I'll give you $20 if you can go in the freezing pool for 1 minute. I say deal. Erickson hops and is like, oh, I can do it too. So then it turns into a three-way deal. Last one to stay in gets $20.
That's
Oh, I'm
easy.
chilling. Here's my strat. Stand up, go like this. I stayed warm. I stayed warm. They won't budge either. I'm like, well, I can. Cassie's like, I live here. I can be here all night. I'm like, I'll sleep in your backyard, dude. I'll stay in the pool. I don't care. $20. So at one point, okay, my foot starts cramping, right? My toes are bent, like this one's like out, and these are like in, and I'm like, oh,
What?
I couldn't
What?
move them. Starts cramping. The toes are all bent out of shape. My calf, the muscle, like contracts, like one strong calf muscle, and then it just separates itself from the rest of my leg. You could feel it.
Oh, I know
I
what
don't
you're
know what's
talking
happening.
about.
I don't know what's
That's-
happening.
It might be a medical issue.
But I want my $20, so I ain't budging.
Did you? Were you the last one in?
So I'll explain. So then Ackerman and Cody, sorry for going. They just get tired of waiting. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna tell a story, and then we're gonna ask questions. If you get the most strong, you're out, and then we'll move on to the next round. So Cassie gets out. Erickson and I. Erickson's like, Hattie, I'll give you $5 if we both get out right now. I'm like, deal. I'll take it. He saved $5, so
Boo.
we both got to get out. I made $15 tonight. I could have made 20 in a minute, but Erickson said he wanted to do it as well. Dude, a minute in that pool. We lasted like 30 minutes in there before they
Damn.
called it quits.
Yeah. How cold was in that pool?
It
Could
was
you
very
like
cold.
give us a gauge?
My things were cramping, dude. My foot.
Cold is all
things were-
mental. The people
Yeah,
from
cold
is mental.
Titanic
It's a mind
could have
game.
survived if they were mentally strong enough.
And that's
No,
what I was
being
telling
cold
Cassie
is
and
a mental
Erickson were
state.
freaking out. I'm like, it's a mind game. Cassie's mom comes out. She's like, you guys are freezing. I'm like, no, it's a mind game. I'm fine.
Yeah, no, Hattie, I'm proud of
sitting
you.
there
'cause-
like this, arms crossed. I'm like, it's a mind game. Cassie's mom brings her out a nice hot cup of something. I'm like, no, that's cheating.
I'm telling you, dude, being cold's a mindset. You gotta let it go.
The temperature of the water doesn't matter when the temperature of your brain power is really high.
Dude, when you're big brained,
Absurd.
let me tell you, when you're big brained, you can just power through that cold.
Yeah. Well, also,
As a swimmer, the only way to get through a cold pool is to keep moving. Like,
no, you just stand there and make your mind.
Just stand there.
That's what I did.
Hey, you should have been swimming
that's
around,
a
dude.
terrible idea,
I don't
though.
want to swim. It makes me
Yeah, but-
tired.
Cody, look at Hattie
It's
now. He's
easier to
like
be
10
tired.
times stronger as he was.
Okay, I swim for like 2 hours straight with barely any breaks. You're fine.
See, but you do that. I don't.
Yeah, but look how skinny I am. I have zero muscle, and I can do it.
But look at me.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Good point, fair enough.
But other than that, you know, I like the long fjords a lot, and I need transportation at college. So, let's switch scenes here. Alright.
Speaking of transportation at college,
I'm feeling this thing. I'm feeling...
I need people's opinion. Should I go forward with the Razor scooter and Virginity Rock shirt?
Yeah,
Should I? Should I just make
Yeah.
a complete ass of myself? Just cut?
yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
I mean, what's stopping you?
I'm feeling
Literally
this.
nothing. That's what
You
stops. That's
save
what stopped me.
$10 if I purchase now. Oh my god, do I make it now? Do I make the
Well,
purchase
how much is
now?
it right now, dude?
169.
Show us you entering your credit card.
Let's not do that.
Let's see that number,
There's the
bro.
board.
Why
There's the
no?
Bjord. What do you think of the Bjord? Oh. Well, you only saw it for a second, folks. There's $10 taxes, dude. Oh,
So
no,
that
$8.90.
$10 off is nothing.
Wait, let me use my sponsor, Honey, for a discount code.
Ooh.
That is not a sponsor.
Bro, why is there no one in chat? What happened?
It's a Friday.
It's Friday night.
That's fair, but like,
Honey. Okay, well, Honey doesn't want to work.
mm,
But they're still a great sponsor. I've saved tens of dollars using Honey.
Tens of dollars.
It's amazing. Thank you, sponsor.
I mean, would you rather save ones of dollars or tens of dollars?
I do prefer the tens.
I would prefer the tens.
question.
Look at that. Check it out.
infinite.
I got an extra tens in my wallet now.
Oh, look! It went straight
Those
to
are
his wallet,
fives,
dude.
buddy.
But what's 5 plus 5?
5.
Tens.
2 5s.
Here, 15. This is the 15 I won tonight.
Jesus
actually.
Christ.
Look at all the
Here.
money I'm saving.
Fucking madman.
Another one.
Another one.
Oh, more you might say. 20s. More 10s. You know why? Because of Honey. Thank you, Honey. Have you guys used Honey before?
Yep.
No.
I have
It is a
Well, you
good
should
browser
use it.
extension.
It's
Sell
a great
out.
browser extension. You
I should be
use
getting
Honey.
paid for this.
Exactly. It's kind of dead tonight. Who's the 3 viewers? Is it you guys?
Probably, yeah.
Depressing.
Well, let's just keep it going. Maybe
It's
someone.
alright. They can watch the VOD later.
Yeah, it's fine.
How are we gonna hit our 50 follower goal?
Dude,
I don't know,
50
dude. It's not
51 people saw my Snapchat, and not one of them joined.
fake friends, dude.
See how many of them saw mine, though. Probably a lot less, I'll be honest.
I am one of the people that saw yours, Cody, so make it 50.
Oh, okay. Alright.
There's my foot making an appearance. Hello.
How many people saw mine? Real question. I got a screenshot. Oh, that was yesterday. Who screenshotted it yesterday? Rebecca Emerson.
Hmm.
What up, Rebecca? I got 26 views. Or scenes on the Snapchat. This is depressing. Everyone else is over at Twisted Lizard watching Brooke Polly.
How many people went over there?
I was gonna go. It's legit right next to my house.
Why
just had
did
a-
you go?
Big staring contest with the camera.
We're staring at our cameras.
I was just seeing how long I could keep up with it.
Oh, alright. Let me see. Twisted Lizard. I'm not gonna give my address away. I don't need to be swatted on stream. But I will tell you how far away I am from the place. Under a mile away. It's walking distance.
Y'all can check every house.
And I'm on a giant hill. Therefore,
Technically,
if I get on
That's a hint.
if I get on a bic, I can roll down at.
You just made it
Huge
so
speeds.
easy, dude.
Now
If
they're
you
just
were-
gonna swat you just by
If
looking
you were
at
a
you.
streamer, I'd be able to find your address in 20 minutes after that information. And you know what I would do?
Swat.
Order you a nice pizza,
Oh,
but I wouldn't pay for it. You would.
Ooh.
You'd probably put pepperoni on it too, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I'd put bacon and ham on there.
Who's all at this Twisted Lizard event?
Twisted
Trevor.
Lizard kind of sounds like a strip club.
It
Trevor.
really does. And it
Trevor,
fits the,
Cody,
Cody's there,
Trevor,
Preston,
Cody,
Brunsman.
Preston, and Jack.
Bro, isn't Brooke like a sophomore though? How are y'all friends with her? From drama or some
that's
shit?
from jazz ensemble.
Oh.
Pasadena. I met her bandmates. They're pretty dope.
Mhm.
We were bowling, and we got bored. So you know what we did? We would throw
Stole.
multiple balls down the lane at the same time.
Hey, that's a classic.
That is a
We've done that
classic.
many times.
And
I
they get
also-
stuck.
Yep. Hattie, you once got a ball stuck for like 10 rounds.
Oh yeah, we did it again. And then we hit them, and you hear it being clock.
Yep, I remember the sound. Remember when I just smacked the thing that comes down and collects the pins? I smacked that
We
shit
did.
so hard it froze for like a minute.
Should we?
It didn't
Should
know
we?
what to do.
I
Should we
shot
talk
put it a
about
6-pound bowling ball. I didn't want to do a bigger one because I don't want to break floor. So I shot put it a 6-pounder.
Should we talk about some nice bowling stories, lads?
Oh boy, yeah,
I stole a
sure.
bowling ball once. Our friend Tyler has a custom ball.
Yeah.
So he has his bag. He's carrying his ball out, so I put one of their balls in the bag. And then we eat dinner, and I'm like, wow, I don't want this ball anymore. So I leave it under his tire. And he's like, dude, you damaged my car. I'm like, no, I didn't. I know you're lying. He said I like hit his side view mirror. I'm like, what?
With a what?
What? It was on the floor. What are you talking about, Tyler? That was pretty scuff.
That is a large scuff.
And then he took it back inside, I guess, and he claims they checked the security cameras and the cops are gonna come after me. That's the biggest load of shit I've heard.
They don't care if you stole it, bro.
They
Whatever.
got it back. We only have 2 viewers now.
What a.
I just joined back, so maybe it'll be 3.
Dude, we've been hitting like 20 something every night. We've been hitting 20s.
It's
Well,
because
yeah,
it's,
because
God
people have been
damn it,
around.
Friday.
it's literally because it's a Friday.
And like Preston and Colin, like they're all always.
A lot of our consistent viewers are gone.
We're gonna have a schedule worked out once we get the sub button.
Definitely.
But who's actually gonna sub though? Who's gonna pay $5? Would
It's
you guys
just
pay
a
$5?
status.
Okay, how does it work? Okay, if you pay the $5, do we get the money? How does this work? Because what if you just use your Twitch Prime for the free sub, right?
Yeah.
Take some of the money.
Yeah, Twitch does take some. We'd
But-
probably get like $3
But
per
if I
sub.
use my free sub, how much? Like, do they even make money?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they still get money.
Okay, that means all of you that have Amazon Prime accounts, link it to Twitch, so you get Twitch Prime for free, and then you use your free sub.
Then we all make $3 a month, boys.
I already used my free sub. Sorry,
You get it back.
I'm not unsubbing from Moon.
You better.
Moon.
You better unsub.
Is
from
Moon Moon still relevant?
Not really. No.
I don't know who the hell they are, so.
They're
How is
God.
Josh streaming? He's homeless.
Josh. Who,
Josh?
what?
Which Josh?
Katie.
No, the one that I know from Twitter. I look like Bill. Dude, he got
Oh,
evicted
no.
from like he withdrew from college for the semester or something, and they evicted him on a 3-day notice.
Oh.
And he's been tweeting about how he's like homeless, and he's streaming from some room. I don't know where the hell he is. Shout out Josh though. Hope you're not homeless.
Guys, we're still at 48 followers.
That man needs some coochie.
No.
2 more
Don't we all, though?
followers.
Don't we all?
Dude,
Yeah.
sometimes you just need that gamer coochie.
True.
I could go for some.
Dude, anyone could go for gamer coochie. Let's be honest.
Well, actually, not any gamer coochie. There's some gross gamer girls out
Oh, of course there is, but you know that.
Some.
Let's not talk
Some
about
is-
the negatives here, okay?
Let's not name
there.
names.
No, my coworker told me about this. He said sometimes you just gotta get over it if they're ugly or not, because Gucci's Gucci.
Is it though?
Just get that paper bag.
He said,
Oh, no.
here's his strat. He said, he said they're clearly ugly and no one wants to be with them. So you tell them, hey, let's make this our little secret.
Oh my
And no
God.
one knows.
Oh boy. Is this
Who
a
said that?
Mike. Apparently he's on
Grimaldo's?
cocaine.
Oh man.
Hey, we're at 7 viewers. What up?
That's
Hey.
quite nice.
Hit the follow button.
Hell yeah.
Hit the follow button,
Somebody
boys.
say
We need
something
2
in the chat.
followers. Yeah, someone
Someone say something. Anything.
Let's get
We're
shitty
getting
memes in the
lonely.
chat,
We're getting
boys.
terribly lonely.
Exactly. We need things to talk about.
Yeah, what should we talk
What was
about?
your list, Cody? Let's talk about that.
My
I liked
list.
your I liked your thingy about Mars. Monopolizing
Colonizing Mars?
Like,
Dude, I have so many thoughts on
Monopolizing?
colonizing Mars.
Okay, let's
I
talk
have a
about it.
theory about that.
Or we can have a
Really?
lightsaber.
What?
fight.
Okay, what would we'll have a lightsaber fight after? Okay, why would we colonize Mars? Like, what if it's to say like what would
Because-
what's the purpose?
Because Earth's too far gone. Like,
I also like to think that
Is
it's
it
just to say
save
that
the
we
human
can.
race?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
pretty
a-
much.
I think it's just because we have a desire to do that.
Yeah, I think it's just to
And
say we can.
We want to.
Yeah, kind of expanding. Like, we already pretty much are overpopulated here, so why not move somewhere else to have more
Well,
area?
hold
Check
on.
out,
We're
right?
only really
There's this thing called-
overpopulated in
There's this
China
thing
and
called
India.
Death. So we kill people
Dude,
off.
You can't just, like, kill an entire civilization because
I
there's too many
accidentally
people.
hit my nuclear
You
launch
can
code.
though.
Okay,
I mean-
Uh-oh.
I mean,
No,
you
no.
can, but then the
Listen.
question of morality gets involved, and
Ah.
But it was an accident. Trump didn't mean to launch 5 nukes at.
Hold on,
Don't blame
allegedly,
Donnie. Don't blame
allegedly.
Donnie. Watch yourself. Blame
Matthew, what are you saying? Allegedly.
No, Hattie was saying that Trump didn't mean to hit the button. I said
Oh, he just
allegedly.
allegedly
Kim
hit it.
Jong Un
Okay.
didn't mean
Alleged-
to wipe out Japan, but he did.
Okay, speaking of nuclear bombs,
My
Elon
fucking
nuked
diarrhea.
Mars.
Elon, shut up about your
He wants
diary.
no, he wants to nuke the poles of Mars, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, to
Because
melt them.
There's like carbon dioxide ice caps, and if you nuke that, the water, the frozen water in the ice caps, plus the carbon dioxide, will all evaporate into the atmosphere, and the carbon dioxide will create a greenhouse effect that'll warm up the planet and create literal oceans,
You know,
making
Cody,
it more habitable.
they found a massive continent sprawling underground ocean on Mars recently.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's not,
Yeah.
and that's not at the poles. It's just around
No,
the
yeah,
equator
and
of
it's
the planet.
actual liquid. It's
And
actual
it's liquid water.
too.
Yeah, liquid water.
Liquid water.
I'm saying it's
Yep.
it has a lot more potential than people realize.
Yep.
So I
Would he
listened to my
even
man.
be allowed to do that? Would they let him just straight up? First
Dude.
of all, he'd have to acquire those
Okay.
weapons.
Obviously,
He probably already
Elon
has
can
them,
do
Ryan.
what he wants.
Listen, obviously Elon himself can't do it himself, right? But like Elon Musk and SpaceX have been pairing up with NASA on a lot of projects. Like they recently sent a Crew Dragon up to the ISS to practice delivering people, and like NASA and SpaceX are just pairing up on a lot of things recently, and that's like
They can
there's
have
a lot of
merch
potential
drop.
between the two.
NASA
Oh, true.
X SpaceX merch drop.
Dude,
Oh.
yes.
You know, I
That would
read
be expensive.
I read something along those lines that was kind of interesting, Cody. The fact that we can't replicate a lot of the technology and engines we used to like get to the moon back in the '60s, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
those blueprints, for whatever reason, are completely lost. They were all every single engine, say on Saturn V,
Really?
right? They were all specifically built
know
to
why?
the engine.
Because the Earth is flat.
Because the moon
'Cause the
is fake.
The moon
Okay,
landing was fake.
Speaking of engines, another thing on my list was this like speed of light engine. I have no clue what it's called, but if you Google it, you'll be able to find
Some
it.
Captain Marvel
Basically-
shit.
No, seriously, it's insane. Basically, there's like this super old timey looking rocket
It's a-
engine.
It's
and
a
it's
solar
based-
sail.
Yeah, it's
Right?
literally powered
sail.
by microwaves bouncing off the inside of it, and the sun literally powers this thing. And the entire problem with reaching the speed of light that scientists have been trying to do for decades is that the closer you get to the speed of light, the more your mass increases. And the more your mass increases, the more energy you require to reach the speed of light. So if you have unlimited energy in the form of that literal limitless fuel, then you have the potential to reach the speed of light, which we can't do with normal rocket fuel.
Like my
Shit,
mom,
can
so-
there's no way you can even send people at that speed. Like what?
No.
I know, I
here's
don't
what
know
you
how
do.
we would be able to survive it, but like, listen, there's a habitable solar system that would take thousands of years to get to with the technology we use today, but with that engine, it would take like I think 10 years. But here's the thing: when you're moving at the speed of light, like things like theory of relativity, that's all really complicated and stuff. I won't get into that, but like as you get closer to the speed of light, everything else like kind of slows down for you in relativity. It's like, imagine someone sitting in front of a clock, and the clock's ticking, and the clock hits 12 o'clock, but someone else is shooting away from that clock at the speed of light. If they could see that clock, it would literally just say 12 because the light from the clock can't reach them in time. That's the
True.
theory of relativity. It's crazy. And if you reach the speed of light, time literally stops for you.
Because you're like outrunning time.
Mhm.
What the
And
hell?
if you could reach 99.9, you could get to another habitable planet that scientists have already discovered, by the way, in like a week.
Let's do
It's
it.
crazy.
How
You know-
would we even be able to contact whatever we send there?
Well, you copy Elon Musk's brain, you put it in a computer, and he'll just figure it out.
If we can copy Elon Musk's brain, like, do we even need AI? Let's just try
No,
to do
he
that.
is the AI.
Elon is a computer.
Elongated muskrat exists solely to propel humanity into the stars.
It is crazy how much of a difference that man has made. It's actually
No,
ridiculous.
it's
Yeah, he's a
literally the past
madman.
5 years, like rocket launches in the past like year and a half have like multiplied by like 10.
And
It's
to
insane.
think it started with frickin' PayPal.
Yeah, there's like rocket launches that I don't even
Oh.
know happen until I see like random pictures of them a few days after.
Yeah.
You
They're
can't
just
forget about
shooting
Solar
stuff
City. Solar City also was Elon Musk co-founded. Solar
What-
City, Tesla, SpaceX, PayPal.
How was he involved in
Oh, Elon.
PayPal? What was he to
He is a
PayPal?
founder of
Yeah.
PayPal.
Really? Oh, that's what I thought.
Pretty
Um,
sure he gave it off.
Oh, he sold it, is what he did.
Yeah.
I don't remember who bought. I think did Microsoft buy it? I want to
I
say
just,
they did. I don't know.
just want to get rich enough in life so I can get, when the Tesla Roadster comes out, the one with the rocket booster on it, that thing, so I can just go 0 to 60 in like 1 second and kill myself.
It's literally like 1.2
Goes
seconds.
straight into a wall.
No, there is no number because you know what Joe Rogan asked. He said the regular is 1.9 seconds, 0 to 60. He's like,
Yeah.
Elon's like, that's not even the performance one. He's like, how fast can the performance one go? He says, how
fast do you want it to go?
That sounds awesome.
That
Honestly,
is,
I
and
love
and
Elon
he's not
Musk.
even joking. It's just gonna be like select a
Rocket
Rocket
speed.
thrusters with compressed air.
Just
Yeah.
put in the time you want, and it will get there.
I
How do
want
you wanna
0 to
make an-
60 in 0.1. Please.
You want to make an
disintegrate.
Dude,
air
that's
combustion
insane.
engine
You would
in
burn.
a car?
That's what he's doing. Yeah,
Those are.
that's what he's
That's.
I mean, no,
doing. 'Cause he
that
won't
could
use
work.
gasoline.
I mean, it would be a.
He
Just
thinks
put
the
afterburners
only
on
thing
that bitch.
gasoline should be used for is rockets, because you can't do that electric. You can't.
That's
But-
true. Well, speed of light engine.
Well, that's
What if we just started traveling Earth at the speed of light, and it's basically teleportation at that point
so I can leave
Yeah.
my house at 7:39 and be in Doc's class.
at
Hold on.
7:39.
I'm gonna Google the name of that thing.
See, at 7:39 though, Hattie, the bell already rang.
Not the second one.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, that speed of light engine would basically create like time freezes.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Well,
Hold up.
This dude literally only came up with the theory behind it. Not even blueprints, not even like schematics, not even the math behind it. He literally just came up with the idea, and NASA gave him $1.3 million.
Dude, that's
how about insane.
this?
Say I had a speed of light engine and I needed, like, I didn't get my homework done. I could just zoom around the Earth in circles, like,
doing your homework.
while I do my homework, and I'll be going. So, you know what I mean?
Well, isn't
Like,
is,
I'm in my own time zone.
isn't the thing about that though?
Actually-
Time's still moving for everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
Dude, have you guys ever seen Interstellar? It is literally my
No.
favorite movie of
that
all time.
movie's so good.
Interstellar. You know, Matthew McConaughey, absolute madman.
All right.
Absolutely.
Matthew Butler, even madder of a ladder.
Oh, speaking of, I don't know why I said speaking of. Michael asked what the BIPCAST was for my story.
Say it's the best
I
thing
just
ever
I
happened
just
to me.
replied with follow on. all I said. Yeah, my internet's been
You say follow on
bugging out.
Twitch.
I just said follow on Twitch. That's all I said. He says, why though? I said, cuz, faggot.
I'm gonna take my hoodie off.
I can't take my jacket off. I don't have a shirt on.
Dude, I get so hyped over space stuff. Literally,
The
it's so
space
interesting.
blew up. What now?
What?
The space blew up.
Space blew up?
Yeah.
Dude, imagine Vietnam, but imagine Vietnam in space. That would sell a
Dude.
lot of money. I am like a movie man, dude.
I don't think there would be a
Hell,
Vietnam in space.
Instead of
Well,
they're in the stars, it's just like
It's
no.
just-
Instead of
They're hiding in the rocks.
We're hiding in the
they're hiding in
asteroid
the
fields.
stars. They're in the trees.
We're trying to navigate through an asteroid field for whatever reason, and the Vietnamese are like,
Just like they've been up there for like 20, 50 years or whatever.
someone is bound.
It's
to
like
come
we've been
across.
waiting.
It's like painted in red on an asteroid. It's like in Vietnamese, communism wins.
Like the asteroid
It's like, when did you
slowly
get here?
turns, and there's like a message painted on it, and it says "Look over there," and you look over there, and there's like 50 Vietnamese with their space rifles.
What would be a Vietnamese space rifle?
The
The Vietnamese space rifle. I don't know.
What would it shoot?
so pew, pew, man.
Rice at like wicked
would every
fast
time-
speeds.
But every time it fired, would it do like a?
A grain of rice at wicked fast speeds could hurt.
That you'd feel it.
Deal
You'd
damage.
feel it. I'd be honest.
Hit him in the eyes.
Well, I mean, if you can get to space, you can shoot rice pretty quick.
What's your guys' opinion on Space Force?
Dude, I'll
Sign
sign
me
up. I'll sign up.
Yeah, I'll
Hell
sign
Let me
up.
fly
I
a
mean,
hell
spaceship
yeah.
with lasers.
The,
Like,
the tr-
who would we defend it from? Like,
Russia.
dude, you do know, literally, Russia and the USA work together on the International Space Station, right?
But yeah, that's for science
Yeah,
stuff,
for now.
right?
For now.
Yeah, but like
People-
say
Russia's
what
gonna
if
be like, "Oh, yo, is it
what
so
if
good?"
what if Putin just goes Super Saiyan mode and we have to like nuke him from orbit?
Technically, the ISS is international waters, so you could kill a Russian on the ISS and get away with it.
Space
Yeah, but
lasers?
But
I just think the first country to conquer all the space shit and be able to shoot lasers,
You
like
can't conquer space. There was some document signed a while back that says no country, no province, no state, no district will ever be allowed to.
what if
go
America
in
was
space.
just like,
Unsigned the contract, lol.
yeah, just like rip it up. What, like, because if we get to space and we just like get an orbital death cannon up there, like an orbital
Death-
laser,
Turn the moon into the Death Star.
yeah, and then
so
who's gonna?
Who's
The
it
contract
stop us?
doesn't
Oh,
mean
your
shit
contract
when we
is
can
over.
just
Okay.
laser them.
Then we take out some useless country like Zimbabwe. That way they know our power.
But how do you
Demonstrate power by
Zimbabwe wouldn't even know it was coming because they're in such debt right now. It's just whew.
What was that?
Zimbabwe's a mess.
They're
Zimbabwe
useless.
wouldn't see it until it was.
Wait, who's
God damn,
joining?
why do you keep
20
adding people?
I added
now,
Courtney, dude.
but now the camera
She wants to
settings
join.
are messed up.
Yeah,
like
now
that's
it's all-
fine. Like it's fine. I just have to fix the camera settings.
The
Then.
camera's fucked.
I don't mind Courtney being here, but I have to recrop everything.
Yeah,
Recrop
that's
everything.
fine.
I'm having
Okay,
difficulties getting Michael to follow the podcast.
I think what would be really good is like if we made a Death Star, I would want to be in it.
Right? Dude, imagine like Zimbabwe looking up in the night sky and saying, wow, the moon looks beautiful tonight. And all of a sudden, 3 green lines converge and then just
Oh,
destroy them.
dude, that scene in
Zimbabwe.
the
like,
scene of the
Chad.
Death Star firing in Rogue
Chad.
One was so satisfying.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah.
But
That
see
is
what
so
I'm talking
beautiful
about?
to see
Like,
it and like.
We'll conquer space, and they're like, you can't do that. You have contracts. You take out a useless country to show our power, and they're like, we need to do something. So you get all the leaders in the United Nations conference room, and then you take them all out.
Dude, if a country, yeah, rip Zimbabwe. I mean, what do they do though? To be honest with you,
Give us
like,
AIDS,
uh,
Ebola.
honestly,
now,
I
you
think we
can't-
actually, if a Death Star could it even be that precise? That destroys planets. Could we just like wipe out specific countries with it?
Yeah,
make our own
probably.
settings on
You
it.
could lower the power.
We have
You probably, yeah,
country-
you definitely
definitely.
could.
we got
Well, it also
country mode.
sucks the energy out of stars, though, right?
That's the new one.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh
could
yeah,
also-
that's Star Killer
Thanks,
base.
Courtney.
You would also kind of have to like.
Hi.
Hi, Courtney.
Hello.
Uh-oh. What did I do? Hello?
What have you done?
I don't know what you did.
Anakin, you want to tell me?
Yeah, he was. We could talk about Star Wars' hype.
Star Wars, is that what we want to talk about?
What's up? What else is on my list, bro?
I don't
Some
know.
Should we talk about which Star Wars movies was the best? Would it
Oh
be in
yes,
order?
let's rank them,
Okay.
please.
Let's rank them.
I think the prequels are underrated.
The prequels are very underrated.
I think Revenge of the Sith is the. I rate Revenge of the Sith as like my third best, to be honest.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I think.
How do I show off my pants here? Check it out. See that?
Oh, look at that! Hell
Standing
yeah!
on my chair.
Episode
Hell yeah.
5. Episode 5 is my
Patty,
favorite.
you
Oh,
can
number
see
one,
my
for
sweatpants
Yeah,
when
I
I
agree.
drop my clothing line.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Eden.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time.
Whoa, look at this guy.
I've seen
Oh.
one Star Wars movie.
Wait,
Well,
I'm gonna
you
be
should
right
see
back.
the rest of them.
I
Oh,
know.
lights off.
Oh,
Check it out. Check it out.
Oh my god.
what is that? Like a little freaking light bar from school attached?
I
to
will
a little
fight
tower? Dude, I will fight you with my saber, bro.
Yeah, did Mr. Miller come to school with a lightsaber once?
Mr. Miller
Never
came to
had
school
one,
with a
man.
lightsaber
Like-
many times.
Upwards of 50 times.
Yeah,
I
like,
never had him. I had. Who did
I
have?
didn't either, but
Does everyone have one but me?
I don't have one.
Ryan and I have like these freaking Hasbro dead ass thingies.
Yeah.
You can see
I
my
can't-
film. Do you see the layer I have on it? That fiery texture.
Oh damn.
That was aftermarket. That was dope. I found that for you.
Wait, Cody, does yours light up?
No.
This
Hattie,
thing's
I
like
would argue-
$100 something bucks.
Let
Hattie,
me
what
take
do
my headphones off so I can do tricks.
Oh, there's a video of me doing tricks. But I did it with a regular one, not a Kylo Ren. I'm gonna freaking knock out my PC.
That'll be interesting.
Would it be accurate to say I shouldn't bring my saber on stream?
That one only have 3 viewers on the freaking dopest part.
This is so fucking weird.
Yep.
I almost just smacked the shit out of my ceiling fan.
I feel so
Me
left out.
too.
I don't have a lightsaber.
Wow.
I just have to buy one now.
Dude, I got this one at
Whoa.
Disneyland when I was like 7.
Someone threw it to me.
It
Oh
used to
my-
be a,
So
it
cool.
used to be
Check that, right? Alright, here we
this
go.
one used to be a Darth Maul one. It was double sided.
Is this that? This is the throne room scene. Force.
Blow it up.
Can I be honest though? The Last Jedi sucked.
Oh yeah.
It had some
Oh,
cool scenes, but
it did.
overall, yeah.
Yeah. I still think Episode 5 is the best,
Oh wait.
and then Episode 3 is definitely a close
Should
second.
we end our segment of the night? Our lightsaber segment.
Okay, yeah. Episode 5 is the best for sure.
Yep.
I put episode 4 as the second best just because it's what started it.
That's
And
true.
without that, nothing else could have even happened.
True.
Like
I
it set
agree with
it
that.
set things off really correctly.
Mhm.
I think episode 3 is definitely the third best, and it's
Mhm.
top notch. Episode 3 is top notch.
See, the thing about the prequels are though, you can't watch them before the original trilogy.
I
You
really
have to
like.
watch.
Sorry.
You have to watch Episode 4 and 5, and then once you figure out that Vader is Luke's father, then you watch the prequels as like a flashback. Then you can go back to Episode 6.
I really
Yeah, people
like
say you could do that.
the characters of Phantom Menace.
Really?
Yeah, the
I
prequels.
love Maul, but that movie that good.
Aren't
No,
they
it
aren't they
wasn't,
trying to bring back
But I love the
Are they-
characters. I liked
Yeah.
Maul. I liked Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon was awesome.
Qui-Gon was great, but I think he kind of gets overhyped a bit. Like he's dope, but he didn't do that much to the point where he should be like people's favorite character.
And he's in there for like what, 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah, of screen time.
No,
And half of it just isn't even important. It's just like him
He's
escorting around a
Mandalorian,
queen.
called
I don't
him.
even know why Padme was that important. She's just like a queen of an
No, she
important
wasn't.
planet, I guess. But like,
The first
I don't know what
movie
she
was-
did.
The first movie had way too much politics.
Mhm.
Like, it was just hard to understand. Like,
Aren't they trying to
Jar
bring
Jar.
back Maul
Jar
in the
Jar.
animated?
Jar Jar
show?
wasn't even the problem, bro.
No, okay.
No.
Well, here's the thing with Maul, right? I binge watched the Clone Wars anime. It's so good.
dude, Clone Wars
Well,
is so
Clone
good.
Wars
Came
was-
back in that.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh.
and then he didn't die, but then in that stupid Star Wars Rebels shit,
Rebels, yeah.
they killed him off.
Dude, I hate
They
Rebels.
killed him
What?
in Rebels, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came back with like his spider feet and
'Cause he
whatever.
got the
And
spider
then,
feet.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dumb, dude.
But since
Obi-Wan
they are
killed
reviving Clone Wars, though, maybe he'll be back because he didn't
Dude,
die.
have you
in
seen
that.
Have you seen the new Clone Wars characters though? They look
I did not. Shouldn't it
like
be the same?
Hondo. Hondo looks bad.
Is the animation that different?
They changed the animation up like slightly. It's
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it had to be updated. It's
Yeah.
been a long time.
Yeah.
They're probably not even capable of making it look exactly the same anymore.
No.
When did the Clone Wars first air? Like
It's been a
late-
while, bro. I was like
Like-
in probably second grade when
Yup.
Clone Wars movie
Oh.
came out.
Yeah, it was around then. I remember.
It's like
Oh,
what,
no, the
2008 or
animated.
9?
That's
Yeah,
the
the
movie.
animated Clone Wars movie.
Can I just get some hype? From
Oh
my-
yeah, that was. I
from-
think that was 07, I think is when
Can I
it came
get
out.
some hype from my new to Cad Bane?
Cad Bane
Cad
is
Bane
dope.
lit.
This
The
was the
bounty-
original. This is the original Hondo.
Alright.
Looks
Yeah.
looks awesome. Then this is what they turned him into.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is that a child?
It looked like it. Also, wait, who else was it? I think it was Yoda.
Oh, don't do my boy Yoda wrong.
Did they do Yoda wrong?
Oh,
Don't.
ooh, I
They
see
definitely,
that. That's disgusting, new Honda, compared to the old.
yeah,
Yoda didn't like Yoda looked alright in the Clone Wars
yeah.
to begin with. Like it grew on me, I guess. But when I first watched it, I was like, he looks really shriveled up.
Who is this green gremlin man? And what is he doing?
Nah, but it's such a great show though. Binge watched it. There's a certain order to watch it in for it to make sense, but really,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did that.
it
It's
goes
good
back
though.
and forth.
It's
quite a
really
bit.
if the prequels were the same quality, they could have been better than the original trilogy. If they matched the quality of the Clone Wars animated series. Because Revenge of the Sith was super good.
Mhm.
Revenge of the Sith was top notch, but
This-
that's just because it was the conclusion. Everything leading up to it was just like a lot of it seemed not even necessary. And
I like it when the kids
I know.
died.
You know
Yeah.
what makes me upset about the prequels?
What are we going to do, Master Skywalker?
Die.
Guys, you know what makes me upset about the prequels?
What?
What?
All of the clone troopers were animated. None of them were real people.
yeah, I really
really?
like honestly when I watched Rogue One, seeing all those like costumes and stuff from the original trilogy, but in like
Like remastered.
like remastered and in high quality, I was like, damn.
It looked nice.
Those
you
are
know?
like the costumes look so clean. They look
I
so
know,
clean.
dude. I wish they did at least a couple of the clone troopers as real people. Like
Yeah.
I understand the scenes where it's like,
Like
they're
the
showing
main
the
ones,
whole
like
legions
Commander
and all.
Cody. But I guess they would if you don't, you can't animate. I mean, animate the background ones, but if
Yeah.
they made some of them real, they would have to make a lot real.
Actually, the problem with that would be is that the clones aren't they all? They're supposed to be the same height, same
Yeah.
build.
They're hard to
Mhm.
cast.
Yeah, you can't
Stormtroopers
get.
weren't like that.
And the stormtroopers were just everyone, yeah. But like,
Mhm.
you can't.
Are
You can't
you
get
guys-
everyone that's the same build, you know.
Are you guys like fans of Disney at all?
Eh.
Occasionally,
Disney
occasionally.
relating.
Obviously, I am.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Obviously, but like, have you guys seen Star Wars Land at Disneyland?
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm so
I'll be
excited.
honest.
It looks so sick.
I
I'm
have
the
never
problem
been
is
to
that-
Disneyland or World in my entire life.
Dude, if you are going to go to one, go to Land.
Go to land.
It's not open.
Basically what
What?
they're doing for
This summer
What they're doing
in
for
May, I
money,
think.
Okay,
In
listen.
May?
Here's the thing.
They're
Here's the
opening
thing.
it earlier there than in Florida.
But they aren't.
And they're
But
not
they aren't
releasing
opening it fully.
Yeah.
Listen, here's the thing.
They're not opening
They
it fully. I read
open.
that.
They opened Star Wars Land at Disneyland on May 3rd for Phase 1.
I read that.
Phase 1 doesn't even include Star Wars Land's biggest ride. And the thing is, once it opens on May 31st, you can't just waltz in there and go into the land. You have to literally reserve a pass to get in.
Interesting.
When
And
did
then,
reservations start?
May 31st. And
Oh,
then
okay.
on June
Go there.
23rd,
It's my
June
birthday.
23rd is when it actually opens and you can ride the main ride.
I'd
I
like to
say
go for my
put
birthday.
down there.
June 23rd is my birthday.
It's
Really?
going to be. Dude, my uncle's like a
Sounds
Disneyland enthusiast and like a roller coaster enthusiast, and he said, like, I know you've been wanting to go during the summer, like when it opens, but I cannot express to you how busy it is going to be.
It's so bad. I went there as soon as Cars Land opened.
Oh
and it
yeah, me
was
too.
the worst. I had to stand in a 2-hour line just to get fast passes for the new like Cars ride.
That was a
Dude,
good ride.
And when the Nemo ride came out, it was
remember
like
that.
a 2-hour wait. It was insane.
I remember that, and this kid was sitting on the chain links, rocket, fell back, cracked his head open, blood everywhere.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Pog.
And I was sitting on it too, and my aunt kept yelling, "Get off!" And then that happened. She's like, "What did I tell you?" I'm like,
I vividly
One time
remember
that happened
as
to
soon,
Griffin, except he just like
as-
bumped his head.
as soon as I got my first phone, it was as soon as Cars Land opened, and I had my first phone, and I sat in that 2-hour line for so long that I used all my data.
no.
Oh my god. Well, I'm in California the whole month of July. I say we all meet up Star Wars Land.
Bro, seriously, do not go this summer. It is a terrible idea. Go next
Yeah.
summer, where it's died down a little bit. If you go the time a park opens, especially Star Wars Land, which is going to be huge, it's going to be really, really bad. I
You
promise.
know the
But I'm
Galaxy's
gonna
Edge.
Disneyland this summer.
That's one of their rides or something.
The Galaxy's Edge is like the name of the Star Wars
Yeah.
Land
Yeah,
area.
Galaxy's
Their
Edge is the
hotel
official name.
is going to be like well over 1,000 a night because it's completely Star Wars themed, like all immersive and everything. Over
It's
like
so cool.
it's
Dude,
so
One of the ride that's going to be open is called Smuggler's Run, and you get to like pilot the Millennium Falcon, but like on the queue for the ride, you get to walk through the Millennium Falcon.
Mhm.
You get to play like holographic chess,
That is
like
so
they have in the
Oh,
movies.
that's lit.
And the ride itself, you get to actually pilot the ship and like escape. And
Yeah.
it's actually like a pass fail. Like you can fail the mission, or you
isn't
can
like a
win.
VR thing.
I think so. I think it's like an actual immersive like
Y'all can fly us out of here. I'm playing
simulator.
chess.
It's so awesome. It's gonna be like Star Tours on steroids.
It's gonna be lit, dude.
Star Tours is always legit.
And then the other ride, the main one that isn't opening immediately, is like the longest ride in Disneyland history. It's gonna have like a super long queue with like interactive stuff. It'll have like a pre-show. Like, have you guys ever been on Haunted Mansion?
Yeah.
It's like the elevator scene before you actually get on the ride. It's gonna have that kind of pre-show thing,
Okay.
and then a little bit more of a queue, and then like a 15-minute ride, which is already longer than Pirates,
That is
which is
really
the current
long.
longest. It's insane.
Wait, 15-minute long ride. Isn't that gonna get boring?
No.
Don't make it work.
You obviously haven't been to Disneyland.
No, I have never been a. Yeah.
No, Disneyland literally doesn't get boring.
Courtney, it is echoing hard.
1 second.
I'll figure out how to cheese it also. Harry Potter and Universal Studios. I figured out how to cheese it. Gift shop.
Hey,
is
what's up,
connected to
Cody Golan?
Is he in here?
Oh, is he in the chat?
What's up? Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Basically,
Nice.
Harry Potter Road and Universal. You get in the gift shop, which is connected to the lockers, which is
Did that
connected to the
fix it?
second half of the line. So what I used to do is I'd walk in the
Mhm.
gift shop, walk in
Yeah.
the locker room,
I was only
and
on
I need to do something, and then I'd hop into the second half of the line. You skip the whole first part, which is way
Okay,
longer.
so the ride
3
that's
times
like
as long.
inside the Hogwarts building and everything,
Yeah.
like that ride when I was on it, it broke 4 times
happened
in
to
a
me.
row. Like it would just randomly freeze at a certain point, and then it'd be like, you can go again if you want, and we'd be like, yes, we stayed on that thing 5 times.
That happened to
Oh
me.
my god.
Not that many times, like 3 times maybe. because it kept breaking.
Damn.
It was fun. How about you,
Dude,
Corey?
it's like-
Experiences.
Disneyland doesn't get boring.
I
Like,
haven't
went
been
on,
to Disneyland.
dude, I went on a 5-day trip there over spring break. 5 days. Got into the park as soon as the rope dropped. 8:00 a.m. to midnight. 5 days, and did not get tired like one bit. There's so much to do.
See,
I used to live like 20 minutes away from Disneyland when I lived in California. That was
Dude,
nice.
did you have like one of those like SoCal passes where you could go whenever?
No, but we used my sister's heart condition to get fast passes back in the day. We would
Well,
just
yeah,
be like,
like-
he's gonna pass out. And then they would give us
People
one
who-
immediately.
People who live in Southern California though, like get a pass for certain times of the year,
That's dope.
like an annual pass where you can go whenever your
they
schedule
also
fits.
get discounts. My grandparents live
Mhm.
there, so we use their address.
That's solid.
That's some
But
great property tax you got there.
California Adventure can get boring at times. 'Cause it's like
What
very
do you mean?
small.
Okay,
It's
there's a
very
lot
small.
less. There's a lot less rides there. A lot of them are for kids, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Like the only things there are really the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, and Radiator Springs Racers,
California.
Incredicoaster. What?
Is it called the Incredicoaster now?
It was Screamin'
Yeah.
over
It's called
California.
Incredi-
Changed it. It's all Pixar themed now.
Ah.
Then there's Toy Story, which is actually super fun. I'm a
It
legend
is.
at it. High scoring. That's literally like all you can do there.
All of Bugs
It's
Life
like-
is for children.
You know they took Bugs Life out, right?
They did. When did this
They
happen?
demolished the entire thing. They're turning it into a Marvel themed land.
That's
Ooh,
sad.
I fuck with that.
I've
Fuck
never,
Bugs Life. Let's go, Marvel.
But like the thing is, there's that back path, like next to the Tower of Terror or Guardians or whatever is
Yeah.
up to like Radiator Springs, and that Bugs Life was like a path between.
Yeah.
So I don't even care if what they turn that land into. I just want my path back. It was a great cut through.
I have never ridden a roller coaster at Disneyland before.
I'm all about roller coasters, dude.
Little
Dude,
I haven't
Disney-
been there since like
That's why I
2010.
like
Dude, they
Magic
don't
Mountain
even-
more than Disneyland.
They aren't
Oh,
even
yeah.
roller coasters. They aren't
Yeah.
even really roller
That's why Magic
coasters.
Mountain is better. It's cheaper and roller coasters.
They aren't
They're
even
good roller coasters.
You know what really messes you up? Actually, no. The only reason I don't like Magic Mountain is because it's so old. I think it's the Viper. Those are like wooden hard seats, and my head kept going. I'm like,
It
I
is
need
No, it is
freaking-
Viper.
I
It's a
need-
metal coaster with like wooden seats, I think, or they're
Your
like
head
really
just keeps
hard.
smacking
They're
the
yellow.
back.
They're like these yellow hard seats that go up the
Yeah.
back of your head, and then it launches, and you're like, boom. Yeah, it's not good.
Mm,
The
That
worst
sounds
ride
like a
there, though.
liability.
and Green
Yeah,
Lantern
the worst
as well.
ride there.
That
Green
was-
No, dude, Green Lantern's fun. There's a
I'm
Green
always like,
Lantern.
"Whoa, my head's
There's
popping."
a ride that's like Green Lantern. It's the same design, but it's not branded Green Lantern in France. Like 3 years ago, some dude died on it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I think it's so many sweat coins at Disneyland.
Okay.
Sweat coins.
Thanks.
That's an app.
Yeah, you walk and you get money, dude.
You can get so
Not
many sweat
sponsored.
coins anywhere.
You know
Just
what?
walk, lol.
Yeah.
Dude,
Probably
just
right. I
walk
was
hurts.
joking at school. No, you can only walk outside.
Yeah, just
What's
walk.
How does it
Cedar
know
Point?
you're in-
Cedar Point. It's the Magic Mountain in is it Michigan, I think. Because my cousins live out there.
Magic? No, there's
You hop on
Six
the-
Flags
it's-
Cedar Point.
Yeah,
It's
that's
in
the one I went
Ohio.
to. It's in Ohio, not Michigan. Sorry. That's the one I went to. There's one roller coaster. You get to the very freaking top, super high. You can see across the lake. You can see Canada.
Oh,
And you
that's
just-
Oh shit! It's not King Dakar. It's Cedar Point, right? It's
It's at Cedar Point. I don't know. It's they're
No,
at Cedar
I know it. It's
I went there once because we were out in Ohio for my
it's
cousin's
F
wedding.
two. Rides
Is
at
it F2? X2? No, X2 is.
No,
Magic
X2 is-
Mountain.
X2's dog shit, bro.
It was hype at first.
Top Thrill Dragster. It's the one that just goes like launch straight up and then straight down.
Yeah, and you can see
Like-
like Canada, and I'm like, the one time I didn't get to go on it, I was gonna go on Superman at Magic Mountain. First of all,
That's a good ride.
it was a long ass line, then it broke, so we just left. And that once you get into like the actual Fortress of Solitude part, like in the line, it smells like straight BO. It was disgusting.
Ooh.
It was horrible. It was horrible.
Superman's fun though. That's a cool ride. Who else has been to Magic Mountain that remembers?
Not me.
Damn, dude, we could just watch roller coaster video
It's fun.
podcast.
Dude.
Well, I think was it the Joker, or I think it was the Batman. No, the Riddler. Is that the ride? Was there a Riddler ride there?
There's a Riddler. That's a good ride.
Someone
That's a
threw
really
up.
good ride.
Ooh.
Ooh.
My dad lost his sunglasses on that ride.
I was
Fell
at
out of his
I
pocket.
think Disneyland on what's the water ride called? I forgot what it's called.
Splash Mountain.
Yeah, Splash Mountain. We're on Splash
That's a good
Mountain.
one.
In the picture that it took, you see my dad's hat flying off and hitting some woman in the face, kind of.
Don't
Why wouldn't
wear
you buy
hats.
that picture?
I think we did. I don't remember where it is.
Dude, you don't have to buy them.
It's
You
poison.
just
You
take
get
a
like
picture of
some Disneyland thing. You can just download them.
Oh,
That's probably newer. It's definitely new.
Mm.
But
Magic Mountain is the move though. So many good rides. I'm gonna go to Cedar Point at some point this year. Well, not if you get, dude. If you go to any Six Flags park, you have to get the highest tier of Fast Pass for sure. You can ride it so many times. Like, there's this one ride where certain rides, the Fast Pass lets you go in like, you go in through the exit. Like, you know how
yeah.
like the disabled people always get to go in through the exit. They let you do that. So we would straight up. There were certain rides where we'd ride them twice in a row. We'd get off, we'd go back through the exit line and get on immediately after.
No, it's amazing. And the thing is, like, you can't really get tired of rides there. And if you really do, there's so many other ones to go on.
Yeah.
Dude, here's one reason why Disneyland's better though. You can meet famous people there.
That's true. There's a lot.
Fuck
I-
famous people.
I saw
agree
saw
with
Drew
Ryan on this.
Brees there. On my trip, I saw Drew Brees, and I also met Chuck Norris.
Shit.
Damn.
So, pretty cool.
If you ask me
saw
right now,
Kobe
would I
there,
rather
I'd say
go
he-
on like, I don't know, Batman the ride, or meet Chuck Norris? I'd go on Batman the ride. That's a
Years
good
ago
ride.
when I was at Disney, Cody was there with his family. They were taking him through their secret tunnel thingies for famous people.
Who?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh, he raped
cool.
someone.
Oh, okay.
That's not fun.
Yeah,
For the person.
allegedly.
Oh, yeah, allegedly. Here you go.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, there was something where like recently he said something about like he never took days off. He was always on the court. Then
Yeah.
like except for the days you were in court, because you know. Other than that,
I liked the what was it, the memes. You know, Kobe Bryant, he missed a 3-pointer, so he studied this animal in this state. for
What?
3 months. You haven't seen those memes?
No way.
you cut out or
Some
something.
typos, I don't know. It's like Kobe missed a free throw because a fan yelled at him. So he studied some animal that for like 3
Oh,
months. Those
yeah.
memes.
Yeah, because he studied sharks so he could defend Allen Iverson. He watched Shark Week and he like learned techniques to defend against Allen Iverson, and it worked or something. Like, I don't know. Yeah, apparently. There's a whole video I saw about that. He's a weird dude. Oh,
Let me see. I'm gonna read one.
damn, are there no more basketball games?
2007, Kobe Bryant missed a layup in the game because he shot it off the wrong foot. He lost his balance. So that summer, Kobe traveled to South America to study the art of the flamingo and their one-legged balance. He never lost his balance ever again. What's your
That's
mentality?
hilarious.
What's your Mamba mentality story? Or what's this one? Kobe used to study the referee handbook so he can pull off sneaky fouls. He used to learn where the refs had to be located on the court in certain moments in time. That one's trash. I liked the flamingo. There's other ones like that.
I can't believe the dude actually just like was watching Shark Week and then he decided that he was going to learn from them so he could defend someone in basketball.
Here it is. In 1999, Kobe missed a jump shot because of a camera flash. So that summer, he stared at the sun for 6 hours a day to train his eyes to get used to the bright lights. Hashtag Mamba mentality.
That's a quality one right there. Hell yeah.
In 2006, Kobe woke up one morning feeling very hungry, hungrier than he has ever felt before. So that same morning, he made himself a bowl of cereal and ate it. Hashtag mom moment.
What?
What?
You haven't seen these memes?
No, I'm just like, I'm surprised there was nothing more to that.
Here it is.
Just made cereal because he was hungry. I do that too.
I felt like it was leading
Mamba
somewhere.
mentality.
Just ended.
I like this one. In 2007, Kobe missed a free throw because he was distracted by a heckler. So in the offseason, he rented out the Staples Center for hours and hired a group of 200 plus people to scream in his face as he shot free throws. Just that shit.
Okay.
Good memes. What other ones are there?
What else do you guys want to talk about?
I want to talk about how trees are fucking pussies when it comes to making oxygen.
What?
How so? Are you?
It's like, I don't know, dude. Everyone's always talking about like, trees are always making so much oxygen. It's so hard to make oxygen. It's so important. But you know who doesn't like? You know what else makes oxygen? Like, not even kidding. You know what else makes oxygen?
Algae.
Yup.
Algae.
Algae.
Yep. The algae actually makes more oxygen than the trees do.
Yeah, and you don't see them complaining.
No,
Have you
they
guys
don't
seen-
because they don't have to complain. They just
Right.
exist,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Yeah, they don't need the
Disgusting
smoke
pushing
blown up their
coming out.
ass like trees do. Trees and all the people, they're like, oh, save the trees. It's like, no, algae. That's all I have to say.
No, what pisses me off is when people say, I don't use paper or I don't use straws. I'm like, dude,
Oh.
it's already made. It's already made. You're not. Now, if you were at a restaurant and they're like, would you like us to make a straw for you? You can say no. Or like, hey, should I chop down this tree right quick? Do you need paper? You can say no. But it's already freaking made. You're not killing anything. Like,
Dude, have you guys seen those? There's like a map over time of like carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And
Mhm.
it's like over like South America.
Oh, yeah,
and,
throughout
like,
the year. And it like,
Africa. It like over the very dense rainforests. There's like no CO2 in the atmosphere ever. But like
Yeah.
in spring for everywhere else, it's super dense in the northern hemisphere, but then not very in the southern. It's kind of weird.
it's pretty dope.
Well, it's because trees act as like a filter for that shit, dude.
Yeah, they just
It's the leaves. They just kind of
cycle it through.
soak that up, man.
Speaking of the maps and diagrams, Cody, could I call you Mr. Spaceman? Sure. Have you ever seen that live orbit thingy of all the freaking shit in space?
The space debris, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
And that's why that happened what 60 years. The first space launch ever of anything was
Yeah.
60 years ago.
Also, some of that is like China uses like attack satellites into space and try and like hurt other countries that are trying to like launch
Ooh.
rockets, and they explode and send debris everywhere into orbit. It's kind of trashy.
damn.
Like isn't that why there has to be like, certain launch times? Like you have to wait for a window to open.
Yeah. There's also like a
Yeah.
pretty cool like map of like satellites in orbit around Earth. And like if you
Yes.
did you guys go on the astronomy field trip?
Yes, I did.
Anatomy, unfortunately.
Do you remember at the end of that like
The IMAX
not
thing.
virtual reality, there was like some space
It was like a movie,
solar-
right?
Yeah, like some solar
That
system
was so dope.
exploration thing.
That
At
was
the very
so
end,
dope.
It highlighted all the satellites in like white dots, and it was like a sphere around the Earth just cycling and rotating. It looked like an atom. It was pretty cool.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
It kind of makes you wonder, like, how do they calculate and like make sure it doesn't hit another satellite
Do they?
on launch?
Or do they just wing it?
Just wing it.
I like to think they just wing it. They're just like, screw it.
It's like,
Honestly, I think they're a lot farther apart than we think.
Oh,
They look
definitely. But
really
at the
close
same
together.
time, all the debris up there is moving much faster than you think.
Also,
oh yeah.
if my hand right here was the Earth, do you guys want to guess how far away the ISS is? Like over here?
Oh
Nah,
no, it's probably like,
it's pretty close. It's closer.
Like here, maybe?
Oh, not even.
No,
You're
no,
probably.
no,
It's probably.
here. I'm calling here.
Like here, even further?
Nah, it's really close to the freaking. It's in like
It's
low
like-
orbit.
No,
Isn't it?
think again. If this was the size of Earth and this was the ISS, the literal radius of my finger is bigger than it would be. The ISS would literally be up against it.
I was right
Yeah.
when I went like that.
Yeah,
it's
isn't
crazy.
isn't the ISS in low orbit?
It's super low orbit.
Didn't it just pass today?
Yeah.
Like, really? It
Yeah.
passes like everywhere constantly. It's like Earth rotates. Well, really, the ISS rotates in a straight line, but Earth also rotates, so it kind of goes as like an elliptical path around Earth. So it covers different countries, but it usually rotates like every week, I think. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that, but the ISS is super cool. I want to live there.
I just want to be in zero gravity for like a couple minutes at one point, just to float around.
You know,
That'd be
there
pretty
are people who take the bigger planes and then they
cool.
take
That's
you
like
up really
expensive
high.
as shit,
Yeah.
though, isn't it?
I know, but they simulate zero gravity.
Yeah,
Don't they like
It's-
free
it's
fall
like-
for a bit?
They free fall
It's-
for a bit, and that's how they
it's
do it.
actual training for NASA. They have this plane that they call the Vomit Comet, and they
The
shoot it
Vomit
super high up
Comet.
into they shoot it super high up into the atmosphere, let it cruise, and then just plummet it super far down, like at like a 60.
What if the
degree-
pilot forgot to turn it back on? Yikes.
I'm gonna be honest. The Vomit Comet sounds like a really bad '70s metal band,
Dude, they
Sounds
call
like
it
a-
that because you're
Like
literally
a carnival ride.
or a carnival ride.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're talking about the cranium shaker at some point.
From Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Yeah.
The
Dude, it's just like-
cranium shaker.
the G-force pushing you up is the same force as gravity pulling you down, so it's just effectively zero
9.8.
gravity for like a few minutes. What?
9.8.
Well, that's acceleration, 9.8 meters per second squared, yeah.
We're
But
talking about the
in
cool
force,
G-force. Like,
acceleration is not the same as force. Force is
Right.
weight, essentially.
the cool
You just have to
G-force
factor in math.
is the guinea pigs. You remember
Dude,
that?
Or would that
Space
be
is so
NVIDIA?
cool. Space is so sick.
Isn't NVIDIA what makes GeForce? Is that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was funny.
No, I like G-force, the guinea pigs.
GeForce is the guinea pigs, though. You're right.
I had that game on the Nintendo DS.
Ooh, that's a good topic. What's everyone's favorite DS game?
Ooh.
Mario, I got hours out of that.
Pokemon Diamond.
I got
Pokemon,
hours.
Platinum. I gotta go with Platinum.
I'd say it's a tie for me between Pokemon Soul Silver
Yeah.
or Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slimes.
Never.
Odd
What the hell
choice.
is that?
I respect it.
Dude, I played the shit. I still have it, dude. I love that game.
No, I played the shit out of
Let's see, where is that? Where is it?
Or what else?
Here it
I had
is.
Ratatouille. Ratatouille is a great game.
Dude, I had Ratatouille as well.
Great game.
Dude, I even got the manual for Dragon Quest. Wow, I'm cool.
Hattie, look.
What's,
Hattie, it's the Tesseract that I was talking about
Oh my
yesterday.
God.
Dude, that thing is just messing with us. We were looking
Dude.
at it.
Wait, you drew a perfect Tesseract?
No, it's literally just a cube with a cube outside of it, but you know.
Oh.
Born to short,
Shauna
forced
says
to white.
Pokemon Heart Gold or Super Princess Peach.
Super Princess Peach is a game?
I
It
guess
is?
I don't remember
Dude,
that.
you know what was
I don't
also
remember
pretty
that
cool?
one.
It is.
Ten Dogs.
Ten
Dogs was
Dogs.
amazing.
It's like the OG Connectimals.
Super Princess Peach. Oh. I
Let me
never
get it.
even knew that was a game, but yeah, I like recognize it. One of the images that comes up is like borderline hentai,
Oh,
Oh.
so that's dope. I gave up hentai for Lent personally. Just
Well,
kidding. I
let's
don't
just
give
be
anything up
honest.
for
Yeah.
Lent.
Why not?
If we're being honest, I think AirPods are literally Steve Jobs raping us from the grave.
Dude, Steve
I
Jobs
agree.
would never do that.
AirPod 2s. That's a load of shit.
Steve Jobs wouldn't do that to us.
We don't know
Okay.
that.
I have a pencil. I can explain the fourth dimension to you right now.
Do it.
Oh,
Alright.
like the whole thing, like walking on this end, and oop, now you're walking on that end.
What?
Walk on this end.
That's like wormholes. I'm not gonna get into that quite yet. Like,
All I know is the dimension of transportation. I know that.
okay, look. So this line is the first dimension, right?
Alright.
Okay.
This square is the second dimension,
Alright.
and then this
This
poorly drawn
tesseract.
cube. What?
Sorry, continue.
This poorly drawn cube, because I'm writing with one hand. Well, I always write with one hand, but I'm holding my iPad with the other. This poorly drawn cube is the third dimension, and then obviously there's the poorly drawn tesseract, which is just like.
Is he still with us?
I think he passed away.
Here we go.
He's back.
I was drawing a terrible tesseract, but my point is, if you are on one side of this line in the first dimension, you can't see to the other side,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But someone in the second dimension would be able to,
Yes.
right? Then just in the second dimension, if there was a inside of this cube, inside of this square, someone on the outside in the second dimension would not be able to see that. But since we exist in the third dimension, we can. Just like if there was something inside of a box that we can't see, someone that literally exists in the fourth dimension would be able to see inside that object, just like all the other dimensions can.
That's like incomprehensible because
I
we don't
know,
know
it's
what that would look like.
Crazy.
So Cody, what's the fifth dimension?
The fifth dimension? Well, I don't really know. See, the thing is about dimensions that there's a lot of different people saying different things. Newton said that the fourth dimension is space-time, I believe, which is completely understandable. It's like, do you guys know what what's it called? There's some like Newton's like model or something. It's like if you see a
Newton's
planet.
cradle.
If you see, no, that's not it.
No.
If you see like a diagram of a planet and then like that grid pattern beneath it, and you can see like its gravity's effect.
The well? Yeah, the
You
gravity
see
well.
that? Yeah. There's also like the fabric model where you put
Yeah.
like a weight in the middle of the fabric and then put items in and they like roll around it and
I
hold
think
it.
it's closer.
Oh, like coins for certain
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Basically that. But the thing is, that's two-dimensional. But yet the warping of the gravity is three-dimensional. So what I wonder is, since space is three-dimensional, would that translate upwards into saying that gravity and warping of space-time is the fourth dimension? That's what Newton thinks. Also, other people think the fourth dimension is time, which I just don't see. Like in Interstellar, it was, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, true. He went in that weird room.
Interstellar did do it. They kind of put it in a sort of
It was
understanding
kind-
way, but it was more art than it was,
It was
Yeah, it was a
actual
cool scene.
science.
See, in third dimension, Matthew McConaughey couldn't have stood behind that bookshelf. It was just a wall there. But since
Yeah.
he was in the fourth dimension, he was literally like standing, like, I'm trying to describe this. Like, in a two-dimensional world, like imagine Mario. It's a side scroller, right? Imagine if Mario could step to his right. Like that
Mario
would be.
doesn't know what his left from his right is, though.
I know, but
Only
like
goes
imagine
forward and back.
if in that second dimensional world, if Mario could take a step to his right in the third dimension,
No one would see.
that would, like, he would be able to, like, no one would see him in that second dimensional since he's in the third dimension. Just like Matthew McConaughey was in the fourth dimension in Interstellar.
You know what would be really funky? You know, in like Gmod servers sometimes, like in Trouble in Terrorist Town, like when you die and you do like /deathmatch or whatever, and it's like you and all the other people that are dead and you're ghosts and you can like fight.
Dude, I love that mode.
What if the fourth dimension is just like everyone that's ever died just roaming around on Earth, but it's like only them?
Dude, that's crazy. Like when you die,
Would
you
they
to the fourth dimension, and
Yeah.
then you can just like, because
would they
literally fourth
perceive all
dimensional
the changes
beings.
on Earth?
I would hate
Wait,
to be
wait.
the first dead person, dude.
Wait, I'm gonna
Lonely.
describe something else to you guys about the fourth dimension. It's like, so it was on my list. It's dimensional cross sections. So something in the first dimension, like a line, Imagine if you could take a cross section of a line. What would it be? A dot. It would just be a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you could take a square, like if you took a cross section of a square, it would be like a line.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Then if you took a cross section of a cube, like we all know like cross sections of cones or circles and stuff like that. Like cross sections of 3D objects are 2D. Like imagine a 4-dimensional object with 3D cross sections.
Shit, that's weird to even think about.
It would literally, an object moving in the 4th dimension would look like a 3D object growing and shrinking to us.
What?
Oh. So the
Is that why when
Tesseract-
you see like those little gifs of the Tesseract and it's moving,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
expanding outward and shrinking inward at the same time?
That's
Whoa.
literally, it's so
Man,
cool.
that's
It's like-
trippy stuff, dude.
I know. That's literally what I want to study in college, is all that super trippy, like, theoretical
Are you gonna-
physics.
Are you gonna be Gordon Freeman? Theoretical physicist?
Gordon Freeman?
Yeah, from Half-Life.
No. I don't play Half-Life, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's just sad.
I'm gonna be him.
Hattie's sleeping.
I'm not.
Is he
Yeah, you're
actually?
sleeping in your own stream.
I'm not sleeping. I'm thinking.
I'm gonna be Neil deGrasse Tyson V2.
Which book is
So-
that?
The white.
Are you gonna be?
Death
You gonna
by
pull a
Buffalo.
reverse Michael Jackson?
Yep, that's the classic.
I got my astrophysics for people in a hurry sitting over yonder.
I have one more thing on my list. What was it? Wormholes.
Yeah.
Dude, wormholes are so cool.
What is
Like,
the concept?
Have you guys seen? You guys have seen Interstellar. So like,
Yeah. Wormhole's just a
wormhole-
fold in space-time.
wait,
Right.
hold up. I'm gonna do my paper model.
Oh, more paper.
Isn't it? It's just like a bent. It's like,
It's a fold, right?
yeah, it's like that. It's like that shape.
So imagine like this. There's this sheet of paper. Say I want to get from. Say I want to get from this star to this star. You could travel this distance, or you could fold the paper, and then, just like this, poke a hole right through there. There you go. There's your path in between the 2 points. Just fold it, and there you go.
But
That
how do
is-
you do that, though? How
that
does
is
that
literally-
happen?
It's literally
Stab it.
harnessing the 4th dimension in the 3rd dimension. See, the thing about this model, though, paper is 2-dimensional. Those holes are 2-dimensional. In the 3rd dimension, in space, a wormhole is a 3-dimensional hole. A 3-dimensional hole.
And we don't know what that
Insane.
looks like.
Exactly. We literally cannot comprehend it. Basically, how it's... See, wormholes are completely theoretical. We have no idea if they actually exist or not. But it's...
So a 3-dimensional hole is like.
I'm trying to think about how they'd be caused, though. Like, is a wormhole like a gravitational anomaly? Or,
Couldn't tell.
you know?
Fuck, that's weird.
Dude, trippy shit.
I'm back. My iPad died. Rip.
Oh, that's just sad.
Wait, hold up. Here we go.
God.
I'm back.
I'd
Alright.
snack at
So basically, what was I saying?
home. We
Three-dimensional
know
holes.
Dimension.
Oh yeah, 3-dimensional hole. But it's like basically how people think that wormholes are formed is that 2 black holes like entangle in each other, and then once they're entangled, they get like ripped apart by something. I have no idea what. But then like when they get ripped apart, their gravitational force literally like creates a 4th dimensional link between the two. And
Hence a tunnel.
So essentially,
Yeah.
to get from one end of the wormhole to another, you have to travel through a black hole, which is kind of crazy because we as humans can't possibly live through that. Because you get spaghettified.
Yes, I heard all about that. Sounds tremendous.
Everyone
spaghetti.
everyone knows what spaghettification is. It's like a classic black hole teaching. Like the coolest thing about black holes is like if you were to fall into a black hole, obviously you'd get stretched out and then like snap. But like before that, once you reach the event horizon, which is where like light can't escape anymore, that's where light like bends around the black hole, and you can literally, as you're falling into the black hole, in the space and the sides of your vision, you can see the back of your head
What?
because the light bends all the way around back.
Wow.
It's
That's
so
fucking
crazy.
weird, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the. Huh. Damn. That's like looking in a mirror that has a mirror back here.
Yeah.
Except
Dude,
it's
it's so
wow.
crazy. I literally love theoretical physics. It's so cool.
Why is all this cool shit gotta be like not possible for us right now?
Dude, I don't know. But that's like what I want to do is I want to make a discovery based on this. Like,
It's gonna be pretty dope in the future when if people can just like play around with these concepts.
In the
Mhm.
future, I'm gonna be on the BIPCAST episode 3000, whatever. I'm gonna be like, hey, Cody Tabor just found out wormholes. I had him on episode 5.
We're going in.
BIPCAST through the wormhole. That's a good segue. To it.
yes.
We just die.
Just die instantly.
If we don't die, you'll see our next podcast.
It'd
with
be a damn good
aliens.
video. That's why if I ever do something so dangerous I risk death, I'm gonna live stream that shit.
Dude, the
Why
thing about
not?
Exactly. What are they gonna do? Ban you? I don't care. I'm dead.
Already dead.
Dude, the thing about like Interstellar is like it's so trippy. Like he gets to the very end of the movie and like when they travel through the wormhole at first, they see like distortions in like the wall of the spaceship, and it's literally Matthew McConaughey in the future reaching out to them in the fourth dimension.
That's just
Dude, is I gotta wonder though. Is Matthew McConaughey still in the fourth dimension right now as we speak?
I
No,
think we're all in
at the very end of the movie, after he like teaches his daughter how to like or like the
I know, I've seen the movie, but I'd like to think that Matthew McConaughey is like some sort of like just like
driving a
watching
Buick
over everyone,
in
you
the
know?
fourth
Well,
dimension.
No, that's what happened at the end of the movie. Basically, like Matthew McConaughey helped his daughter solve her equation or whatever, and then he woke up after he was in the fourth dimension. He woke up in like a hospital bed in a space station orbiting Jupiter or something.
No, they made the tube space station thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like the tube
Yeah.
one, the circular one. And then basically like what people thought was that after that station was formed, that humanity evolved to the fourth dimension, and that's what placed the wormhole there in the first place. They were literally creating their own history, their own future.
That's really trippy to think about.
I think the people that directed those scenes, like the really weird ones, like they just kind of had a general idea of what the fourth dimension is supposed to be like, and then they just took like mushrooms and then they just created something.
Massive doobies.
But they didn't. Here's the thing about Interstellar. This is why it's my favorite movie of all time. It was esteemed by NASA, by Neil deGrasse Tyson, by Stephen Hawking, by literally tons of extremely like insane astrophysicists. It was esteemed by them because of how accurate it is to theoretical physics. Like there are barely any inaccuracies in that movie.
I mean, for like how it looked, like the fourth dimension experience, like just being able to like conceptualize what that would look like and how crazy that is. It's like, did y'all see Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah.
Remember when they went into like that
The quantum realm?
microscopic, like quantum, dude?
Mhm.
Whoever came up with that shit was on some drugs. That was dope. That was like another dimension in itself. That was insane. I saw that and I was like, sometimes I'm just amazed by people create these things.
Hattie, they put it on Netflix, by the way, so
It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
yeah, it's a pretty good one. It's a good one.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
The water planet scene in Interstellar. During that scene, there's like a ticking. There's like a ticking sound. Every single tick is a year on Earth passing, and it happens like every 2 seconds.
That was the best soundtrack of anything
like,
ever.
honestly,
Dude,
yeah.
Interstellar's soundtrack was really good.
But like, since the planet was orbiting super close to a like massive black hole, like, I went over like the whole like grid system, like the gravity and the warping of space time. The
Yeah.
warping of space time of that black hole on that planet was so deep, so strong that the theory of relativity basically says something about like the more massive an object is, the more it warps space time, and it literally warped space time so much that like when he came back to Earth, he was like his daughter was like 80 years old, and he was still the same age.
I
Like,
love that stuff.
that's so crazy.
I want to watch that movie again.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I wanna
been
watch
too
it.
Did
long.
they put? Is it on any streaming service?
I don't
I have
think
my
so.
illegal websites.
But like, hey, Hattie, we're on Twitch right now. We don't do anything illegal.
Oh yeah, I have my legal websites.
Hattie, what
Very
what chip brand are we sponsored by today, or snack brand? Oh, Doritos by the Frito-Lay company.
Do we have
Yes.
Mountain Dew? Do we have Mountain
And
Dew?
Lay's by not the Frito-Lay company.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It is by.
It's a
I didn't-
Frito-Lay.
Dude, I'm retarded.
Cheerios.
Frito Lay, Lay's, Fritos,
Have you guys?
Cheetos.
Does anyone actually eat Fritos?
No,
Yeah.
No, they're nasty.
Regular Fritos, good.
They're way
Do you
too
like
salty.
Fritos?
I think they just taste weird.
They just they're especially the chili cheese ones that you always
No,
get.
No,
I
the
not even
like
gonna like those. Those are good, bro. The
I don't
chili,
like 'em.
chili Fritos.
I eat the
Ooh.
regular.
I mean, like I'll eat like a few of them and I'll be fine with it. I eat any more and just
Well, you can't
die.
eat like a whole. You can't kill a whole bag, but like you eat a couple and it's like, damn, that's grub, and then you stop.
Yeah, you can't have.
You can't kill like a big bag of Fritos though.
because your insides will literally just die instantly.
They're too like heavy. They're like real thick.
They're really
Good.
yeah. They got like that fat, you know.
They're good.
Mhm. Like
And their
With the
salt
good
balance
old
is good.
Lay's
Like I think regular Lay's, the salt balance is absurd. I don't like it. But Fritos, they're good.
it's like the way salt and vinegar chips make my tongue feel.
I just like salt and vinegar chips. They're good.
I don't know why it's a good combo. I don't know
It
why.
just
Like,
is.
Who decided that?
yeah, that's what I was just.
Who
like,
came up with it?
Who put these things together?
There's a lot of weird stuff like that. Like, who discovered
things?
this stuff? Like, who decided he was gonna just pull on a cow's nipple?
Like I understand
and,
things like chicken and waffles because it's like chicken, fried chicken's good, waffles are good. Someone just felt like had to at once, and they're like, "Holy
No,
moly!"
that's interesting.
Like-
Like who thought to just milk a cow?
right? Or who thought to like
Pick up a chicken egg.
They probably saw
Yeah.
the calves sucking
Like-
on it.
literally? But like,
I want some of that.
why would you like see a chicken literally poop out an egg and decide I'm gonna cook it and eat it?
See, this whole thing about like why would you
Probably
do this
like
and that,
starving to death or something.
This brings up
Yeah.
a whole other question. How
What?
did the first humans know to do some of that?
Because it was fun.
But they
Trial and error. They're just like, it's literally like,
Oh,
like I got this
Early
big
humans
stick
were-
down here. I don't know what to do with it.
Well, they
Early
early
well, you know
humans
what to
were
do with it.
mainly hunter gatherers, right?
Mm.
So like nomad, like the nomad type, like didn't stay in one area for long. So they
Yeah.
probably just like witnessed some shit and they're like, okay, let's try
Probably.
that next time around.
or they saw animals doing it,
mhm.
or like,
maybe they saw like monkeys doing it that looked similar to us.
or they probably like touched themselves accidentally and was like, "Oh, that feels good. I need to
Accidentally.
get someone else to help me do it."
I mean, I bet if you just like put two people that were brainwashed in it, they'd figure it out
Yeah,
eventually. It'd take some time, but
Given enough time, yeah. they'd
give
figure
it
out.
like I don't know how long it would take.
what
If-
else are they
if they've
gonna
got-
do?
Yeah.
Like make a friction fire? Like that's about it.
friction fire. Let's rub the stick together for 15 minutes until it smokes.
Dude, they're so hard to make.
They take hours.
Dude, I'm an
You
Eagle
can.
Scout, and I've only ever done it once.
What's
Bear
it
Grylls
take to
be
be
doing
an
that.
Eagle Scout?
And there has to be like no wind. What?
What's it take to be an Eagle Scout?
6 years of a lot of hard work and dedication.
Let's
Wow.
I've been an Eagle Scout at 23 years old.
That you graduate out at 18, so
So shit. Can I make those
Off to-
6 years go by in like 2 months?
you can be a varsity scout or a venture scout, which both can earn Eagle, and I'm pretty sure that goes up to like 25. So you're good.
Okay, I'm in there.
Hattie's already in there. He's in just by saying it.
Also, here's another thing, but girls have been able to join varsity scouts and venture scouts for decades, but they still wanted to join Boy Scouts because they wanted to
Why?
earn Eagle, even though they already could. If they did 5 minutes of research, they'd figure out that they already
Listen
could.
up, you have Girl Scouts, stupids.
We get the cookies, bro.
Like, they're like, okay, but we don't do all the stuff Boy Scouts do and Girl Scouts. Okay, then talk to your troop leader and say, hey, I want to go camping. That easy.
I don't know how this stuff works, so yeah.
Like, the whole point of Boy Scouts was so that boys could, like, work on survival skills without the distraction of girls. Like,
Wasn't
that
it
was
like
the
a
entire
religious dude that started it?
point. Baden Powell. I'm not sure if he was religious, but I'm pretty sure.
Or no, that was like some cereal brand that was started by like cornflakes were. Never mind.
Baden Powell did put God in the Scout oath and law, so like, I think he probably was religious, but it's not like exclusive to religious people. Like, I've had atheists and Jewish friends in Scouts. Baruch
Man, Hattie
atah
can
Adonai
talk to your
Way.
Jewish friend.
Eloheinu melech haolam.
Should I get my yarmulke?
Can we talk about Thanos? I think Thanos is really cool.
Yeah.
It's too bad Captain Marvel. Like I didn't watch Captain Marvel, but it's really too bad that she's probably gonna be the one to like do it. Because from what I've heard, it's just some feminine bitch character.
It wasn't, though. Literally, okay, wait, I'm going to talk about it in 1 second. But first, I need to say one more thing about space, and then I'm done. All right?
Okay.
Have you guys seen the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I love that movie.
It is literally my new favorite movie of all time. Interstellar and it are very, like, close.
It
tied.
should have been your favorite movie of all time without
It's
even
like-
watching it.
It's not even a movie. It's literally like a full-on experience.
It's what is it? 3.5 hours long?
It's insane. And the first
What?
15 minutes and the last no, the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes have no audio. There's a total of about 8 minutes of talking in the entire movie. It's literally
It's one of those movies where it's more of an art piece than
It's
an
literally
actual
art.
film.
It was in 1968.
It was
Yeah.
literally look up pictures of it though.
Oops.
Literally
Was it Stanley Kubrick?
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, I love
was-
that movie, dude.
The graphics and the practical effects were so ahead of its
They're
time.
all
It was-
props.
I'm
too.
pretty sure it was-
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure it was in 1957 or something.
No, it was made in the 60s.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, it was made in the
Like,
60s.
It was before Star Wars.
It was
and it
way
was
before,
like-
well before Star Wars.
And it was insanely well done. It's so far ahead of its time. Super high quality. It was insane. Like,
You know, Cody, you remember the part in the movie where it's like the rainbow, like the really vibrant colors over that canyon?
yeah, it was literally just the Grand Canyon.
It's
with
just the Grand
filter over
Canyon.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just put film over it.
Yeah, it's insane. But like, it looks beautiful.
It looks great.
Dude, I forgot a little bit about that movie, but like the obelisks and like
Yeah, basically the premise of it was that the obelisks are what made
helped humanity.
humans evolve from
yeah. It was
apes,
like-
and then they're also what's gonna ascend humanity into the Star Child or whatever the hell.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
the first 15 minutes was the evolution of humanity
Mhm.
or into humanity. So it was like monkeys evolving and creating like social systems and weapons and all that. And then the obelisk helps them evolve. And then
Yeah.
like the first major part is when they like go to the moon and the obelisk is there. And that man, the technology.
Dude,
era.
that part of the movie was so just. It's like unsettling. The entire movie is somewhat unsettling.
No, it's so unsettling. Like, and then
It's not scary.
The second act is pretty much just like the whole Hal thing.
Hal is.
They're like on their spaceship.
They're on their
going to-
little rotating bridge and all that. Yeah.
They're going to like Jupiter or something, and like
Well,
Hal-
what it is they're going to. They're going to one of the moons. I think they're going to one of the moons of Jupiter. They
Titan
discovered.
probably.
Yeah, I think it was
No.
Titan, and it's because they
Maybe Gan-
discovered
no,
signs of
no, no.
another obelisk,
Titan is Saturn's moon.
or not Titan.
Jupiter's,
Yeah,
Jupiter's
you know,
moons. Jupiter's moons are like Europa, Io, Ganymede, and Callisto.
Yeah.
where are they going to?
That's the 4 major moons.
Were they going to Jupiter?
What? I
I-
thought so. I don't know.
I haven't seen the
Anyways.
movie in years. I don't know.
Anyways, they just like are on this ship, and Hal, this robot, is trying to kill them because they were trying to get rid of Hal because he made a mistake or something. I don't know. I don't remember that much. But like, basically, he kills Hal and pilots the spaceship by himself. Sees the obelisk as he's reaching his destination, and then he like wakes up in like this super weird, trippy thing. Like the cinematography in that one scene is super weird. When he's like in his pod, he looks out the window and the camera like turns around in a circle, and then he's not in the pod anymore, but he's right next to the camera, and it's like it's just
He's in
super
that
cool.
Victorian room,
Yeah,
you know,
and he sees
and then it
him-
keeps rotating, and it's him getting older.
and he was like walking throughout this Victorian house and like peeks through this hallway and sees this old man sitting down eating, and like then the camera moves forward and then it's him but older, and then he like knocks over this glass of water or something, or this glass of wine, and then it like he wakes up as an infant, as a star child, basically the next evolution of humanity.
What the fuck?
It's super trippy.
The movie's
You have
basically a
to see
giant
it.
drug trip.
You
but it's a
literally
great
have
movie.
to see this movie. I walked into it and I'm like, this is super boring. I skipped like the first 3 minutes because I didn't like. I thought it was like a glitch on my iPad when I watched it, but like the first 30 seconds is literally darkness. Barely tiny little notes of music, and then it fades in super slow. It's like, it's just an art form. It was awesome.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Dude, you guys,
It's-
I literally.
You need to set aside a time to do it though, because the movie's literally like almost 4 hours long.
Yeah. I think I bought it on YouTube for like. I rented it for like $2, and it was literally the best $2 I've ever spent.
Don't worry, I have my websites.
I say literally a lot. You know.
But yeah, you guys need to watch
It's
2001.
2 hours 44 minutes.
Oh, that's not that bad actually.
It felt like 3 hours.
It did. Avengers Endgame is gonna be over 3 hours. It's gonna
Thank
have
God,
an
though.
intermission.
I'll be
my-
fine with that though.
Inter-
You guys know-
Intermission.
This is how Thanos is.
It's
I don't
gonna
know
have
if
an
I've ever
intermission?
seen a movie with an intermission. Oh, Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it's gonna
Okay,
have
This
an
is how
intermission.
Thanos is beat right
Okay.
here.
Before we
When
talk
you
about
defeat
Endgame,
Thanos, boom, 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 boom. I accuse him of sexual assault. Boom, boom.
before we talk about that, wait, Avatar is the highest grossing film of all time. Name one character from that movie without Googling it.
Papa Smurf.
John Connor.
Is that
John
actually a
John-
character?
John Connor's from Terminator, you
I know.
dunce.
And John Connor. Or Sarah
Okay,
Connor.
John Connor. Yeah.
Point is, it is the highest grossing film of all time, and yet no one can name a single character
I
from
guess
that
it's just because
movie.
it just like went. It was
Oh,
crazy
Avatar,
with the
his name is
CGI
Aang.
innovation.
Dude,
Yeah.
that movie was a
Like,
fever
He's
dream.
got up a nuclear.
Here's the thing. It's like second highest grossing film of all time, Star Wars. Name one character from Star Wars. Easy.
I'll name them all.
Exactly. Like, and then like fourth or fifth is Avengers Infinity War. That's easy. Name one Avenger. Literally takes 2 seconds. But no one can name a single character from that movie. And I have no idea why it's the highest grossing film of all time.
Because it was
Because it
so
wasn't that good.
ahead of. Well, yeah,
It
but
was
like the visuals were
I
crazy.
know.
at
It
the
was
time.
so easy to forget.
and it was hyped up because it's like 4.5 hours of just like
Yeah. It was like
insane CGI graphics. It was a beautiful looking movie.
I bet someone's name is Mark in it.
I think you're right, actually.
I think so too, but like
Mark sounds right.
Yeah, it was
Look it up.
Wahlberg, Mark Wahlberg,
Was
the
he in
character
it?
in the movie. No, I was just
No,
saying.
he wasn't in it.
Mark Cuban.
No. The character in the movie, not the actor. The character was named Mark Wahlberg.
No.
That's kind of retarded.
Yeah,
It was a joke. It's not true.
Oh.
I'm making shit up because I have no clue what I'm talking about either. But yeah,
That'd be
Avengers
interesting.
Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Ant-Man is gonna crawl up Thanos' butthole and expand.
Where'd you guys hear that it's gonna have an intermission?
I can't remember. I saw it online, so I'm immediately trusting it. You know.
I mean, the only movie I've seen that had an intermission, aside from, did you say Avatar?
Mhm.
Because I know I saw Avatar, but that was like years
I'm
ago.
pretty sure.
Was freaking Monty Python.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure the Russo brothers themselves tweeted it out.
They
It was
did.
Intermission. I don't
do
know.
you hear they're bringing Mr. Gunn back after his whatever charges?
Well,
Good.
he-
It wasn't.
yeah. Honestly,
It wasn't
so good.
charges.
What was it?
It was tweets.
Tweets? I don't know.
He was literally
It-
just accused of it
yeah, it was accused.
and he had some old tweets that were like from like 10 years ago. Like,
It's so
See,
stupid.
that shit's gonna haunt me because you guys make stupid memes about me and Twitch clips out of context. You guys have you did 9/11 videos on YouTube.
Hattie versus
Well, I mean,
Mom.
obviously you didn't.
Yeah,
Hattie,
Hattie
were you
versus
born
high risk
before?
moth is allowed. That's okay.
You were 5 months old. There's no way you did
I was born in
9/11.
June, July. I was 3 months old.
Yeah, whatever.
Dude, Endgame's gonna be so sick. Honestly,
I
okay,
can't wait.
Ryan. The thing about Captain Marvel, I went and saw it opening night, and honestly, I think people are giving it a bad rap just because there's a female.
That's not what pissed me
Usually
off about
super.
it.
Listen, I'm not super liberal when it comes to like movies. Like when women are in movies just for the sake of being a strong woman character, I hate it. And like it's like Black Widow was a perfect female character. But like I went into Captain Marvel and expected it to be feminist like propaganda, like, oh, she's a powerful woman, she's just as powerful as a man. But like literally they didn't address it, and it was so much better off that way. They just completely went with it. I liked it. She obviously isn't a great actor. It's her first major film, but like,
Yeah, wasn't
thought
she
it
in
was
like some TV show or something?
really?
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
she was in a TV show, and she was a background character in a couple other movies.
How the hell did she get that role?
She
I don't
ate
know.
it thick.
Big role.
I honestly, I liked it. And if you're gonna, I feel like you should watch it before you watch Endgame.
Oh, for sure. I haven't watched like order of the Marvel movies, basically.
I
Like,
just need to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I'm up. I'm caught up.
Mm.
that's a good one. I
I've
like
watched-
that a lot.
I've watched all of them, but I made like a schedule for like starting next Thursday. Every single weekday, starting next Thursday, I'm gonna watch all the Marvel movies. So like,
This is wasting my time. There's like some that suck. I'm not watching
Okay.
Thor 2. No.
okay, listen. The only reason I'm watching Thor: The Dark World is because it introduces the Reality Stone.
So
That's the only
what? It
reason.
was so horrible.
Are you
I know,
actually gonna
but-
start with Hulk
No,
2007?
you don't
No,
watch Hulk.
That's another one I'm skipping. I'm skipping that one, and
Are you okay? So you're starting with Iron Man 2008,
I'm starting with
Amazing.
Iron Man. Then I go to
Iron Man
Captain
2.
Marvel. No, wait. I started with
Okay, you
Captain America, the first Avenger, because it's set in
Okay.
the 1940s.
Oh, you're doing
Then-
Are you doing
like that.
chronological?
Then Captain Marvel, which is set in the 90s. Then Iron Man 1, then Iron Man 2, then
I think Iron Man
Um,
3.
Then Thor.
no, because the first Avengers is set before Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be
I'm
Thor.
pretty sure it actually goes Thor, Avengers, Iron Man 3. Wait, hold up.
Civil
I'm
War,
gonna go off Discord for a second. I have the
Winter
list.
Soldier. And then Civil War.
Hey, Christopher Rodriguez Joaquin wants in.
Let him join.
Slap him in there.
Okay, here we go. Wait, I have the list up right here. Captain America: The First Avenger, Captain Marvel, Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Thor, Avengers, Iron Man 3, Thor: The Dark World, The Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Age of Ultron, Ant-Man, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Captain America: Civil War, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Thor: Ragnarok. See, on the list I got it from, Thor: Ragnarok was actually before Black Panther, but the opening scene in Infinity War is the last scene of Ragnarok. So I switched them because it leads in really well. Then Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then that's it.
Well, Ant-Man and the Wasp happened at the same time as
It's
Infinity War.
That's why it was so difficult to
Yeah.
time it right.
They
But I
basically
did-
happened at the same time.
but
Let's
I-
just say that.
I put it after Infinity War because of the post-credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Infinity War.
I've seen the post-credit scene. I haven't watched the movie yet though. The guys pull me out.
Rip.
That's actually the exact sounds you hear in it.
Yeah.
No. That's it. That's it right there.
Yep. That's what Spider-Man did when he died. He was just, oh, Mr. Stark.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
I was really sad.
Why?
We did not gain those 2 viewers tonight. And followers.
The 2 followers? Really? Damn.
Does anyone just want to make accounts real quick?
I can tell my brother to follow on both his accounts.
There we go. Problem solved.
Yep.
Is
Two
the
more.
Christopher
We can
man
do it.
joining?
Yeah, add him.
You know we have like about 10 minutes left.
Yeah,
he.
Someone slap him in there.
that'll be me.
What's his
I'll
name?
do it.
Young Slav.
Why are you saying Die Young? Law?
That's the name, right?
The Young.
Young.
Law.
Young Sloth.
Did you not know that?
Not pronounce things.
Harry doesn't know English.
Oh. Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Hello.
Look at this
You
guy.
said the SH word on my podcast.
I can say a word worse than that.
Choose.
No.
That's a Twitch ban.
Actually banned, dude. Banned Barry. Herrera wants in.
My
No.
crew is big and it
No.
keeps getting bigger.
Jesus
Come
Christ.
on,
If
man.
I find out you had Herrera, you never work.
I'm not going to, but I'm gonna go relay the information.
Just message him.
Yeah.
No, I gotta say in person. I gotta say he said no and left.
I'm gonna give it 6 more minutes and then I'm gonna go to bed because I work tomorrow morning.
Word.
Almost at 2 hours.
Oh, he's back.
I said he's free to watch.
You have 7 minutes till 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't say I'd stay for the
Actually, no.
entirety of 2 hours, but I
No,
did.
If Herrera can get us 2 followers, he can join before the 7 minutes are up. That's a deal.
I'll tell him.
Oh no.
I want my 50 followers.
I want like
And then
donuts and a
tomorrow,
girlfriend.
same.
Yeah, I agree.
I would be
Man,
down for that.
incel feels.
Incel.
Incel feel.
I'd be very down. Do you want to get donuts? I have to go get a tux tomorrow. Rent a tux.
Dude, mine
Same.
came yesterday. So
We don't
nice.
have to wear a tux though.
I'm going to.
You have to
So-
wear a suit.
Yeah.
The girl's dress, it's like an off-white, creamy. Like the top part is black and the bottom's like an off-white cream thingy. I don't think I can match that.
That's kind of that's a little hard to match.
How's your day been?
Might
Creamy.
Might get ripped. I'm gonna find that meme. I asked his old name. Oh.
All right, you
Yes.
already got one
Yeah.
new follower.
Who?
It's a gamer girl.
Ooh,
Gamer girl.
I don't really care.
E-girl.
e-girl. Oh god.
E-girl, Pog Jam.
How did you
Pog.
defeat Thanos? I can't-
Pog.
No,
What is
okay, let me
that?
tell you something.
What is that picture of
Ant-Man-
Thanos getting your ass?
Ant-Man isn't going to crawl up his butt and expand. He's going
up
to
the pee-pee.
crawl up. He's going in the urethra.
Oh man, that's
True.
ooh.
Okay, here's the
He's
problem.
gonna expand Dong.
Quite
Here's the
literally.
problem. There's one problem, is that remember how Iron Man was beating the shit out of Thanos, but only got one drop of blood? Dude, Thanos' insides are probably so strong that Ant-Man would get crushed.
All right.
Okay, so Ant-Man
As
straps
per
some C4
accepted,
to himself.
Herrera's coming in here because he got 2 followers.
Really?
Oh, he
Yeah.
got us the 2 followers?
We're at 50.
Yes!
Yeah.
Are we
Ari
actually?
Bacardi? Who the heck is Ari Bacardi? What's up, Ari Bacardi? Thanks for the
Add.
follow. Let me fact check this. Yes,
There
yes,
we go.
It's the man.
Did I see Mama?
Good night, my mom. Y'all are some
I
fucking
did.
Jews.
Is
Y'all
that
are
a
some
professional recording mic, dude?
Y'all are some
Ryan.
fucking Jews.
Okay, I'm gonna kick you off.
Yeah,
Why?
can you, like, not do that
Why are you?
on Twitch?
What do you mean why?
Why are you calling us fucking Jews?
Because why not?
I like this meme. I'm gonna replace the word with a nuda.
Because that's
I asked this
anti-Semitic.
old dude how he doing today,
I
and
love
Nuda said
Jewish people.
creamy. So that's the last time I'm ever asking old Nuda anything ever. He said creamy. How you doing today? Creamy.
Can I share some Apex clips?
No.
No.
This is not what the podcast is about.
What is the podcast about?
And again, yeah, what could it be? What is it about, Hattie?
I mean, we're finna wrap up in 4 minutes.
Mhm.
But it's not about your Apex clips.
I'm the best.
That's not true.
True.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
I'm
not.
a close
Ask
fourth.
Chris. Ask
Your
Chris.
mental disease?
I ask myself that every day when I see you, Hattie.
Dude, Herrera's
So
number
if you haven't
1.
seen me in real life in how long?
Friend, if you're watching this, you're number 3, and I'm number 4. And then there's Shout, who's number 5 because I'm better than.
Yeah.
I like your
I'm number
fast
one.
face shirt though. I like fast face.
I
Speaking of Melon, where is that kid?
He's
been
doing
MIA.
doing things.
Alright, what were we
Dude,
saying
he
about-
never does things. He's a
Okay,
neat.
but Ant-Man straps some C4 to the Tuchus, and then
Wait,
hops inside
listen,
Thanos.
I think we all know that Captain Marvel and Thor are going to be the ones to kill Thanos.
Yeah.
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 I wish it
Unless
wasn't though,
they
because
just, like,
Captain
randomly
Marvel has
kill
literally
Thor.
no bone to pick with Thanos. She's just like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
superhero. I hope it's gonna be Iron Man Thor. That would be sick.
I mean, no, they can
No, but
make
it's
some
not.
bones to
Listen,
pick. What
it's
if
not
her
Iron Man.
friend, I forgot her name, the black woman, what if she got snapped? Or
Wait,
her daughter
in
got
the-
snapped?
Oof.
In the trailer for End, like that scene with all the people in their uniforms walking, and it's the only people that are missing are Carol and Thor, or Captain Marvel and Thor. And they're all in,
No, where
like,
they are, they're on
they're-
the planet killing Thanos.
they're in Thanos' farm, yeah. And, like,
They're on the Thanos ranch.
DC versus
DC
Marvel.
versus Marvel.
Marvel wins.
wins.
No, well, let me explain
The
this.
Thanos
No,
Wait,
no.
actually,
On the Thanos
Let me explain
ranch.
this. Cinematic, like movies, Marvel wins.
yeah, but
Video
TV
games,
shows.
TV shows, DC wins.
Yeah, DC definitely.
But I mean, I would say that they're both shit.
honest, what?
This is why we don't invite you on here.
Marvel's TV
I'd say
shows
they're
are
both shit.
I actually
Do you
create.
not like going to the
When I'm
cinema?
on the stream, Hattie, you have 20 people watching the fucking stream.
I
Okay,
have 5.
I create content.
Shitty
Dude.
content.
It's content.
content.
DC or
He's
Marvel?
playing the role of the
I prefer neither.
antagonist.
What?
Yeah, dude, I create the content here.
He's the antagonist. We need to have him here. Otherwise, it'll be too peaceful.
Dude,
Yeah.
Marvel's,
Otherwise, we'll get
Marvel's-
on with our lives and be happy.
Yeah, you guys don't want that.
You guys missed
Marvel's
the
TV
lightsaber.
shows are okay. Like,
Oh, okay.
Daredevil.
Most Marvel movies are pretty good. Like,
Daredevil,
DC's TV shows.
um,
Arrow was amazing for the first somewhat
Arrow's
seasons.
pretty
and
good.
yeah, but then it was garbage.
See, the thing about
That happens to
Iron
every
Man, dude,
show.
in Arrow.
the thing about the Flash is that I love the show, but there's way too much like romantic stuff in it.
Never
Yeah.
watched it because it happened.
It's-
They
It's
started
too
it.
much of a
let's see,
teenage thing.
They started
Like-
it and
Gotham?
connected it with Arrow after Arrow became shit, so I didn't want to waste
Yeah.
my time watching it.
Mm.
Dude,
It's Flash is actually pretty good. I just watch it for the action.
Gotham was awesome and then dropped off, which is
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
I feel like that
Got-
happens every time.
Is Gotham still running?
Agents of
Yeah, I
Shield
think
is
so.
pretty good.
Because they always just milk it for as much as it's worth, and they
I watched
ruin
Agents
the.
of Shield for a bit.
Mm.
Agents of Shield. Oh, the only reason I would ever watch Agents of Shield is for the guy, whoever that guy's name is.
Coulson, not Nick
Yeah.
Coulson.
Bill Coulson, yeah.
His name's not Nick.
Dude, because have
The
you seen
guy.
Hellrider in that? He's so cringy, dude. Hellrider in Avengers Shield or whatever. The
You
the
mean the one where
CGI
he's
is
like the guy on the
terrible.
motorcycle? You mean the guy on the motorcycle that rides around?
We're
Yeah,
not at
that's-
50
that's
followers, by
Hellrider.
the way. What the heck? We're 48.
But that's
Yeah, you're
Ghost
welcome.
Rider, not Hellrider. What the?
Oh, sorry, you're right. Yeah. Barry gets me wet. He's so.
Dude, imagine how fast the Flash can pump it. Pump it.
I pumped it once. I pump it like 6 times a day.
So bad.
Okay.
Dude, pump it.
But yeah, in the Endgame trailer, when they're all in those uniforms, the uniforms actually look really close to the uniforms in the comics when they go into the quantum realm. So I'm just saying, Ant-Man probably got out, and then he told them about like the time vortex, which sends them back in time to kill Thanos. Just
I should
saying.
probably watch Ant-Man and the Wasp prior to seeing the
I need to do
Endgame,
that
huh?
too.
It's on Netflix, boys. It's
Watch
on
Ant-Man
Netflix.
Oh, okay.
and the Wasp.
The only
Watch
one
it.
that I ever like is, I don't know, is Deadpool DC or is it Marvel?
Dude,
It's Marvel.
Deadpool's Marvel. Deadpool's the best.
Good.
Deadpool's
I
Marvel, but
actually-
it's not MCU.
I don't follow superheroes.
I
I never
love
liked them.
X-Men.
Yeah, no, Deadpool isn't
I
MCU. It's
love
it's the
X-Men.
X-Men. You.
Not even really, but I love X-Men. Dark Phoenix
It's
looks awesome.
1102.
I
only
actually
game I
have.
Ever played was like DC Universe. That was a good game.
Are we wrapping up?
I think so.
Oh.
Alright. Let's recap, and I'll play the outro song.
Alright. I think we started off with, like... What did we start off with?
Wrap
We
it
started
up,
off
Dan.
with Ryan saying he had diarrhea.
I did have diarrhea.
Talk about our
True.
days and how those went.
That's not good.
Talked about our days at school.
I made $15 today. Sat in
True.
a freezing cold pool for half an hour.
True. And we talked about, like,
Was it worth
roller
it?
coasters.
Oh yeah, cause it's all in the mind, Herrera. I told myself I'm
Yeah,
warm, and I
Being
sat
cold's
there
a
like
mindset,
this.
dude.
I stood
Yeah,
in the pool like
I
this.
agree with you 100%. I mean, you
The
can. I mean,
mindset.
the body can do whatever it
All a
wants to. It's the
mindset.
mind that stops it. Yes, Hattie. I don't know why you're telling me that when I. Agree.
Doesn't your body physically
said
start to
it's-
shut
you
down
said
after
wasn't
long
it?
enough in cold water?
Yeah, my calf still hurts. So basically, my calf, like, being very compressed, like very muscular, and it like separated itself from the rest of my leg. If you felt
Oh,
it,
wait,
Andrew
what?
Erickson felt it. It was separated.
I don't
You're-
think cold water
like,
does that.
like the muscle was separate. It still hurts right now.
Hey,
If it was truly separated, you wouldn't be able to walk.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Hattie, that means all. Maybe.
And
Maybe. Well, I mean, you want
it
it
was
as tight as possible.
My foot cramped, and imagine this is my foot. One toe was like bow, and the other one's like bent in, and it was like cramped like
What's
that.
bow? What's
look,
bow mean?
Look. Can you see?
Uh huh.
My toes
Yeah.
were like cramped, like they were cramped like that.
Uh huh. I could do that in cold water.
No,
How
but
long did you
I
have to
couldn't
do that?
move. So basically, the initial bet that I was told was, Hattie, I bet you $20.
gee, we're wrapping things up. We're not taking new
I'm
topics.
telling you now, it's not a new topic. We're revisiting it.
No, I'm not talking about what you said. I'm talking to chat because I'm a good
Oh, yeah.
and friendly
Ari Bakari
streamer.
needs to. I don't really know, but Gianna's just
You
saying
don't know.
what we
Don't.
recap.
Don't attack
I'm
Ari.
not. But anyways,
I'm not even reading chat.
I was bet $20
You're on
I can't last a
promote, you
minute in
kid.
the freezing pool, which would have been way easy to make. But then Erickson's
What
like, "Oh,
pool
I want to
was
hop in that." So then all three of us sat in there, and it was first
Where's
last
the
one
pool?
in. What?
Where's the pool?
Cassie calls us.
Oh.
And then basically Cassie got out because we basically maneuvered into a game because it was taking too long, and she got out of the game and was out. Then Erickson's like, "I'll give you $5 if you both leave right now." I'm like, "Alright," so I made 15 instead of 20. Easy.
Interesting story. You know that you know that dude, if you bet someone that $200 that you'll shoot them, they always say yes.
So then do you shoot them?
Yeah, you shoot them and then you
Yeah.
take the money. I mean, it's a bet.
Whatever. Okay.
Make them
Hey,
sign a
dude,
contract.
If someone ever points a gun at me and says spell iCup, call my family.
All right, what else did we talk about? We talked about roller coasters. Talked about
Theme park
Disneyland.
space.
Next time we should
had
talk about big pee niggas. Oh, so.
Oh boy.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say
I
it.
knew you were
Ban.
gonna slip up one day.
I was close.
Dude,
I didn't
actual
read
band,
episode five.
actual
Big
band
folks.
Barry.
Big pee folks. Big
Ban.
pee folks. That's better.
Ban.
Jesus.
we had lightsabers for a
I didn't
little
say it.
while.
That was fun.
Yeah, you guys
Talk
were
about Star
dueling
Wars.
through the.
Oh, we pulling that now?
Star Wars films.
Dude, actual Star Wars film.
Actual Star Wars films.
Look,
please.
notice how it turns on like in the movie, the top and then the sides.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
And then they all go out together.
Who is Ari Bacardi?
It's Herrera's person. She just calls
Person.
it a dork. I know I'm a dork, and I love it as well.
Let me get your Instagram.
You low-key dick. I'll give you my email and
Dude,
real home
Cody,
address.
beat it up.
Send
Beat
me
us up. Beat up the camera, dude. Smack it.
No.
Ow! Ow! Ow, dude! Oh!
Oh, you know what I
Pretty
said?
I'm-
You know what I said? Cody's like gonna be a big astrophysicist that makes some huge discovery, and then we're on BIPCAST episode 3000 something. I'm gonna say, guess what? He was on episode 5.
Yeah. What is he gonna prove?
Wormholes.
What about them?
I was
Watch. You
I was
should-
thinking about something else. You know.
You gotta watch episode 3000 to figure out.
Exactly.
All right.
So yeah, we talked about space a lot.
What do you?
Wait, you guys
think
put
about-
Courtney on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was like not really.
for like 2 seconds. More like 5 minutes, but
She said about 5 words, then left. Yeah.
yeah.
Why is there, dude? What is that on your board, Ryan?
A lot of stuff.
True.
Plans.
It's a lot of stuff. Pretty much it.
No, we talked about space a lot. We talked about
Avengers.
Interstellar. We talked about
Oh, Interstellar is a great movie.
2001: A
Oh.
Space Odyssey.
I need to
And
watch that.
then-
Again.
Then we talked about Avengers. Yeah,
Alright.
that's
I
pretty
love
much it.
Interstellar.
Cue the outro.
Go ahead.
Wrap it up, Dan.
Alright. I'm Maddie.
I'm Sloth, as always.
I'm Cody.
I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm
I
gonna
want to die.
ride till I
True.
can't
Ryan.
no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road.
Bye bye.
Ride till I can't no more. I got
Way
the
back.
horses in the
Way back.
bag. Horse stock is a
waving nothing.
That is matted black. Got the bushes black to my
Can't even see me
Riding on
waving.
a horse. Ha, you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
with your horse. I've been
he's
in the
gone.
valley. You ain't been up off that porch now. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Alright, later, boys.
See ya.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Riding on the tractor, lean all in my blood. Cheated on my buddy.
Yeah, hey.
You can go and ask me. My life is a movie.